Bam! Let's go, baby. Happy Sunday, guys. Today is Mega Man Maker League, hosted by No Reset Speedrun Tournament Group B. Week number 2 for the tournament week. Mega Marino here, joining with JDE. JDE, how we doing?
Doing good. Could be better, but, the race is good. It needs to go on.
That's right. Yeah, really excited. In case you guys are just tuning in for your first time, the racers we'll have eight racers today, 4 sets of 1v1 races, and there will not be any points. So simply whoever wins today will eliminate their opponent. So we're just going to have 4 individual races, which is the half of top 16. So 8 today, 8 last week. We already know the 4 that advanced from last week. So this week, guys, we're going to be focusing on Wolfo against Skypilot, Dirksey against Hellfire, CC against Miria, and Brick against Rurik. So should be very interesting. And we have our winners from last week as well, which we'll touch on in a second. But just want to remind you guys, I am not streaming from my normal home. So please bear with me. If I sound like I'm in a bathtub, you maybe can just join me. You know, bring a rubber ducky, bring a sponge, hop in. It's warm in here.
Yo,
yeah, guys,
hot tub stream?
Excited. That's right, hot tub stream, but you can't even tell. So guys, I'm very excited. I'm a little nervous. Tournament action. We're sending people home. I hate to see it, but all the big boys are out today, you know? So, guys, give us a second. We're going to switch over, show you the point bracket. Guys, get excited. Get on your Sunday jammies and look at this bracket. So we see Fatty, who advanced last week over Hyper. Shoutouts to Hyper. Anki, who advanced over Fish on a Stick. Nisei over Ozoma. And Kumbarino over Farcraft. So those were our 4 advancers. Today, guys, we'll be focusing on Wolfo against Skypilot. Is my MVP race to look out for today. Of course, Dirksey versus Hellfire, CC the Owl versus Miria, which is our 2nd seed and 15th seed, and then Brick against the Rurik. So it's going to be very exciting. Either way, we will have our top 8 at the end of the stream. So hope you guys are excited again. If this is your first time watching, we have 10 levels for you today. They are very spicy, created by people all over the world, all made by different Mega Man Maker players and creators. JD, is there anything else that we want to say before we just kind of shake off the nerves, get into this elbow pushing, knee slapping, tear jerking run?
I think you just about said it. You know, after some of our participants go home today, they might need to get an all expenses paid vacation and relax. But I think they're ready.
Yeah, I'm being a professional and eating a donut, but you at home cannot tell I'm eating a donut. So, guys, let's focus our attention to the no reset transition as we get into Tourney 2 top 8, baby. Here we go. Bam! All right, so first thing I want to talk about here, with a mouthful of donut, is the 4 racers we have on screen. We have Owl against Miria on the top. We'll be looking at them side by side horizontally. 1v1 races all day, guys. And then, of course, Dirksey against Hellfire on the bottom. On the other scene, we have Brickman against Rurik, Wolfo against Skypilot Samurai. So, all of these races are amazing, which is why they got here to begin with, guys. So do not sleep on any runner here. They're going to put on a great show for you today. Something I do want to mention is my MVP race is Wolfo against Skypilot. Is my race to watch out for. I genuinely think they're very close in skill setting and skill difficulty and prestige and whatever else. So it's going to be a bloodbath between those two. But just remember, guys, they're all 1v1 races. We'll do our best to equally balance the racers as we go. And I'm not eating a donut in a bathtub, all right? Come on. Keep it professional here. Guys, we're going to start off. JDE, do you want to join me with this spicy countdown? We'll start from 10 when you're ready.
Sure. Let's go.
All right. Swallowing donut. And on 10, 9,
8, 7, 6.
Play Mega Man 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. 3. Go! Go! All right, first level, guys. We have Deserted Love by the one and only SCARLET. She's basically the end-all, be-all trad level creator. All of her levels are very simple, very straightforward. Feels like just came right out of a Mega Man game. The first one is called Deserted Love. We get to see a lot of sand used from Mega Man 4 Pharaoh Man, along with some little plant enemies from Mega Man 10, little fire mets, and of course these nice pipes, construction tiles. Just kind of give it all a clean look. And there's some secrets, JD. You want to talk about the secrets?
Yeah, absolutely. So the secrets are all tile work art of some custom robot masters that SCARLET plans for her own level packs.
Yes.
If you played last week's level pack, you'd realize that the first level was also made by SCARLET. And they're very similar in feel, both buster only, slide and get to the end of the level. This one is a little bit more challenging than last week's, a little bit faster pace.
I do not want to cut you off, but guys, I'm looking at Brickman's movement right now. He's playing like a champion. He's doing... They're not pixel perfect jumps. There's like a 3-pixel window, but he is jumping perfectly over these plant barriers, hauling ass. He's going so fast right now. We see Rurik and Sky right on the same section. Brickman is currently in the lead against Rurik, but it's still level 1, only a minute and a half in the race. We're obviously just getting started. But yeah, the first level is very clean, very straightforward, very obvious, and it does basically hold your hand. There's no way to mess it up or get lost. So just kind of find the linear path. Damage boost if you want, if you're that kind of style. Some people respect enemies, kill more enemies, and some people just kind of say, I don't have time for that. I'm going to touch every enemy and go mock chicken. So you get to see different styles coming out of the racers today as well.
Can we switch to the other runners for a second?
Man. Oh, Myriad taking a death. Got this nice waterfall though for her troubles.
So currently, Brickman is in the lead over CC, which you'll love to see. Brickman actually just said that he played week 1's level pack just about 2 hours ago. So he is just practicing up before this race today.
Yeah, honestly, I saw Woofo play as well, and that's something I look out for. Originally, JDE, if they were watching the last week's race, we kind of hinted to them that the B side was very much a brother-sister to the A side. So there's a lot of stuff that the racers will see, and even the viewers at home. Remember the stuff that you guys saw last week? You're basically going to see a mirrored or inversion of these levels. So they're very familiar. So what I'm saying here, guys, is the people who did practice previous weeks will have some type of advantage going into this race.
Yeah. Some levels show it more than others. You will see, I think it's level 4, the NIESAN level. It has a very similar flow to last week's NIESAN level.
Oh man, Miria's got a little trouble here. Gotta climb that ladder, go. You gotta go fast. Can't be sitting here thinking. You either gotta take the damage and move on or find the way. The enemy placement in this level is very, very well done too. We don't want to say they're DMs, also known as Richard moves, because they're not Richard moves, but a lot of enemy placement could feel like it. But Scarlet's always good with her enemy placement. For more often than not, as soon as you enter or transition, as long as you have a charge buster ready, or you can break down the room as you're flowing through it, you can basically do all of this as buttery as possible without any stopping. And you see that here. You see Al going very fast.
The last screen of this level before the checkpoint that we just saw on Dirksey's screen, I believe it was a callback to Commando Man's level. I forgot to ask Scarlet if that was true or not.
Dirksey and Owl on the boss. So here, guys, we have just a very vanilla Pharaoh Man fight. Nothing fancy. If you look hard enough, maybe there's a smiler in the clouds. But yeah, this is very traditional. The room shapes, nothing too crazy. It's not a flat ground, but it's also not too busy. So it's just kind of like a little W mirrored room. Nothing too fancy, but very straight fight. Pharaoh Man will die with 9 shard shots and a single lemon. So very nice job from Dirksey wrapping up level 1.
Nicely done. Can we switch to the other racers?
Oh man, we switched for 2 seconds and we already have their knee deep in the next level. And I gotta be honest, JD, you guys touched this level since I've seen it last. So why don't you tell me what I'm looking at?
Actually, let's get Mannix to tell you what you're looking at.
Yeah, Mannix, hop on the mic. What the hell am I looking at? This looks nice.
This is Dr. Mannix Revenge, the sheep level. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a big fan of classic Mega Man. So this is a reimagined version of the LX stage of Dr. Wily's Revenge. And the players are basically going on an electric vertical climb. This level was kind of plain looking, and I want to shout out Hunter X57 and Nico Nerva, who put a bunch of color into this.
Yeah.
It looks absolutely fantastic. And
I played this.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I played this for the first time a few weeks ago, and it was great. Of course, all the skeleton of the level was the same, enemy placements, Yokus, etc. But they worked on this whole last week, and I did not see this at all. And I have to admit, the tile work is a lot bolder, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot more broken up. It's not just little Timmy click and drag 1 or 2 tiles. And yeah, this did clean up really nice. So Mannix, great level here.
Yeah, and the difference is it kind of flows with Scarlet's level, because we did give the cut weapon to the player, and Brickman's already on the...
Yeah, Brickman's on sheep. So this should be a 14-hit fight. Oh, would you nerf it? 7-hit fight?
No, I think what we downloaded, that's what it was. But yeah, 7 or 14, it's a pretty free fight.
Yeah, in the video that we'll see later, it was a 14-hit fight, I think, but this was 7. It is level 2, so we do want to keep level 2s feeling like level 2s. But yeah, Brickman's in and out there as fast as you can blink. Moving on to level 3, we have created by NIESAN. This is last week in week A, we had Ascend the Golden Mountain, and now this week we are Descending the Silver Mountain, or Descend Mount Silver. So this level uses Pile Driver and I believe Ballot Cracker that you use to kind of navigate through this section. You have to manipulate these fire mets to set off the TNT crates to allow you to progress. Also, there's some fancy technology that NIESAN forces the player to do with Pile Driver here. If you focus on brick screen, he kind of forces the player to do a little boost off of the wall and like a little ricochet up to the ladder, which is a cool piece of tech, taking advantage of that. So shout out to NIESAN for forcing the player to use Pile Driver in that manner.
It's very good use of the fire mets with the sea mine interaction. NIESAN,
no reset logo. That looks
NIESAN really worked hard. Yeah, we updated all the styling of the level. NIESAN worked really hard to make sure that both A side and B side had interactions with the sea mines and the dust blocks, and this level really shows it.
That's what they're officially called, JDE, sea mines?
Yep.
From Dive Band. Do we know what the C stands for?
Yeah, like SEA,
Oh, I thought it was C like croissant. You know? Okay, I got it. Wow. Well, I thought I was about to learn something today. Okay. So yeah, we see Brickman not slowing down at all. As much as I want to talk about this level, let's switch over to the others and make sure they're not getting too crazy, because Owl's going to go mock chicken, and he's already on Mount Silver level 3. Let's go. Miria getting a little roughed up in the wheel section level 2, but gets a smiler for her troubles.
Shoutouts to NICO, who did the final styling on Mannix's level.
Yeah, Nico did that in like 30 minutes. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yep, great job from Hellfire, wrapping up level 2. So now, here's the thing to mention. Pile Driver is a very speedrun friendly weapon, and NIESAN was nice enough as a creator to give you infinite Pile Driver here. So yes, there's some stuff that's static and timed, progress, do some puzzly aspect of the room, but at the end of the day, if players are mindful, they have infinite Pile Driver, they should be using that to their advantage and flying all over the damn level.
Yep. I just want to say, the thing that CC just did there is a speed strat that I have not seen before. Not even in your perfect video later on.
Listen, don't talk down about my video, okay? But yeah, no, Owl knows what he's doing, and he's probably been one of the most, if not the most impressive runner for me throughout the league. He was nowhere to be found in Season 1. He joined Season 2, fight for first place with Fatty, always in the stream, always learning, always asking questions, and the kid is just a monster. And I don't know how old he is, but he's definitely less than 20, and he plays like an absolute beast. So huge shout outs to Owl for his performance. And again, guys, it's not just Owl. All of these runners here are insane, and that's why they even made it to this spot. But Owl does has the experience. He basically plays every day. And while I was racing some of these runners last week, most of them told me, JDE, that they don't practice at all. They just pick up the game on Sunday, and if they win, they do good, then great. And that's it. And I respect that, because not everyone has time to grind and get good. Nice puzzly section here, gotta have it. So yeah, it's on-off switch with Ballot Cracker. You can shoot Ballot Cracker at an angle. You gotta go fast enough to make sure you do not lose the block towards the end. So a lot of these sections are just activating the on-off switch, allowing you to progress. Clutch, very clutch pause buffer. Pile driver from Owl. Very impressive.
Last second save, yeah.
No. Again, that's experience, having control of your character and knowing the limits of the weapons. And anytime that you're about to die, if you have the reactions to kind of pause, look at the scenario, and maybe pull something out of the back pocket, it definitely works. So big shouts to Owl. Let's see how he does.
Fatty just says silver seems harder than gold. So generally speaking, the second B-side levels are a little bit harder. And the reason for that is if you played the A side and practiced it, you're going to get an advantage. So the levels are a little bit harder to make up for that advantage that you could get if you played the first pack.
That's exactly right. And if you were to take a look at Season 1 levels, so for sake of argument, let's say in Season 1 you have a level called the Big Black level. A week next would be the Small White level. So if you know that, going into this, you have a huge advantage. But to answer Fatty in chat, all of the levels in B-side should be harder because of the players having an advantage seeing them the week before. Not saying the A-side is much easier, but we intentionally make sure that the B weeks are harder to kind of negate the edges that they might get. So let's look at top left of the screen. We have Owl going into level 4. Man, look at the tile work here. It's clearly text edited, right? So it's that Silent Echo, of course, is the name created by Toxin. He's normally the double base double jump flame sword master. But for here, he's shown us what he can do with Charge Magma Bazooka. Has multiple routes in this level, by the way. If you fall in the teleporters, you go right to a whole new section of the level, as if you were to play without falling in any. You would get a small advantage, but man, the tile work is so gorgeous here.
Can we switch to the other runners, please?
Double grenade man fight. See, guys, I told you, Wolfo and Sky Pilot, they're neck and neck, 13 minutes in the race, and they're on the same boss. This is the race to look out for.
Brickman is absolutely killing it. He is half a level ahead of CC. You know, I wasn't expecting that personally. Brickman was even unsure of his own skills, and just before the race, he said when he practiced the levels yesterday, it took him 20 minutes longer than CC's time. So he was comparing himself to CC off stream.
Yeah, he was doing that all league too, because he knows that he's good and can hold his own. But when he saw that Owl and Fatty were tied for first, he was almost discouraged. Like, holy crap, I can't keep up with these guys. And what he said on my stream was, they never miss, they never fail, they never choke, they never do anything bad. So for Brickman to kind of be one step ahead of Owl here is really nice. You can tell that he's focused. He's not like cracked or anything. He's very in the zone right now. And a few things about Brick and even Wolfo, and probably Sky. There's a few runners that do get tilted pretty easy, and it does show in their gameplay if it happens. So luckily that hasn't happened yet for our runners.
Yeah, I think Brick is super focused right now.
So let's see if he gets into these teleporters. I can't imagine him messing this up, but I am known for commentator's curse.
Well, he already did mess it up once. I don't think you were watching.
Yeah, he's back here already, huh? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Trying to watch all these 4 different runners. It's a lot. So let's switch over to the other 4, see how they're doing. Look at that, dude. Oh, man, we missed the super sick transition, but we'll get to see it at some point. We have to show it off. So I would like to not switch. I want to focus on Dirksey's screen until we see the transition to where Owl is now. Owl is going so fast, but we missed the coolest transition of the level.
Coolest transition is probably the league.
It's true, yeah. QC's level in Ice Week, the transition there from level 1, probably closest to that. But we'll see it here in just a minute once Dirksey gets there. And again, huge shout outs to Toxin for his creativity. You can just tell by where he puts the tiles in his level, and it's just so unique, so creative. It's very impressive, so big shout out to Toxin. Yep, so we see top left, Owl's on the fight with the boss. There's enemies that drop skull mines when Concrete Man slams on the ground, taking advantage of a property of the fight here. So Owl finished the boss, now he has to do the last little escape. So it's like 5 to 7 screens of holding left, shoot a party ball at the end. And JDE, do you think he's going to do the triple party ball shot or just a single?
The single. No one expects the triple.
Oh, he got the triple! Let's go! Let's go. Good stuff. You always get the triple.
The next level is Fiery Roll. Last week we had Freezy Roll, which was a 1 HP ice level. This is a 1 HP fire level.
Exactly right. So if you guys remember last week, as
wait. Bottom left screen.
Oh yeah, here we go. Bottom left. Check it out, guys. Dirksey screen, bottom left. Watch this transition. You're in the forest, and it's about to get burned. Bam! Igniting the whole jungle on fire, and now you get to replay the whole section, and it's just burning and burned and in cinders. Very creative stuff.
All right, back to CC.
Yes, back to CC. So, do you want to explain, JD, as you were before? So again, guys, this is a 1 HP variant of the ice level last week. Now we're in a 1 HP fire level. This is a Hornet Chaser level. So basically, these ladders are on a timed on-off sequence, and the only way to move with the sequence is to shoot the bees that are attracted to the weapon energy above the button. And you have to go really fast, or as Owl showed you, you will die.
That's exactly it. 1 HP, the bees are very underused, so it's nice to see them. Sometimes they're your friends, sometimes they despawn off screen and screw you, but they're good friends.
And can we talk about the song, dude? If you guys are at home, you should probably turn it up. And as soon as I say turn it up, Owl dies, and then the music stops playing. So, let's go.
Can we switch to the other runners? I want to see if anyone else is on the B level here.
So we see Rurik going into level 4, which is what Brickman's about to wrap up here in just a moment. And this level's pretty long, too. There's like, what, 5 different sections, depending on if you fall in the teleporter or not. Very hardy level. And of course you have Charge Magma Bazooka, top left of your screen for Brickman. It doesn't matter what boss you're fighting, if you have Charge Magma Bazooka, you'll make quick work of any boss in the game. Kind of like true! Nice job.
Beautiful.
So it's not over yet. So Brick maybe, some people are used to thinking when you kill a boss the level's over, but there's a little escape sequence here.
But don't worry, it's impossible to die here.
Don't say that. You sounded like you wanted to jinx him there. Come on, don't jinx. That's my job.
That's a callback to last week when you said to Enki's stream it was impossible to die there, and he instantly died.
Shoutouts to Enki, yeah, it's true. But yeah, Fiery Roll. This is where the kind of starts the difficulty, in my opinion. The first 4 levels get you warmed up, get you going, get your fingers greased up, ready to go. And at level 5, you're at 1 HP, it's kind of puzzly, and you're going to get wrecked here. And Brick shows us what getting wrecked looks like. Yeah, we see Wolf is ahead of Sky by a half of a level or so. Anything's possible, of course, still with plenty of time in the race as we reach the 20-minute mark. And then, of course, Brick is going to navigate this nice and slow. Rurik also playing kind of cautious. Let's switch over to the others and see where they're at here. Yo! Is Owl about to pass Brick?
Yeah, CC is just at the top of the level.
Yo, talk about this boss, JD. What am I looking at?
You're looking at some cheese on CC's screen. I don't know how he got the transitions to be different. So this level, you need to take Charge Man all the way to the end. If you fall on the fire or spikes, you die. And that Fuse Crawler will kill Charge Man. There you go.
Very nice job. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at and see what cheese you were talking about there, but it didn't sound like you were happy with it.
Well, usually that fight starts with a blue on-off, so that you need to go to the left and trigger it. But he started with a red on-off, and the Fuse Crawler was immediately moving.
Yep.
Just a little bit of
There's
cheese.
probably a chance where you could have hit it again right before. Not bad though, not bad. I kind of love seeing stuff like that, honestly. There's so much playtesting that goes into this levels, and there's so many different play styles and whatever else, and it's so easy to overlook stuff like this, but a little cheese never hurt anyone. Oh man, let's just get right into it, guys. Top left of your screen is level 6, and this is the mother load. This is when the week starts to really just kick players' ass, let me be honest. So this level is called No Reset Recap D-Side. It's created by the one and only Chomber's Chimney Piece. So what you're looking at here, guys, is basically in the original Mega Man where you would kill a bunch of Robot Masters, then you'd have to do like a revisit. This is kind of like a revisit, but Chombey's taking pieces of gameplay concepts from previous levels of NRS. So JDE, do you want to maybe talk about what we're seeing here? We see the Gemini laser, which was...
This was NIESAN's Buddy Week level. I forget the original level's name, but you had to shoot the targets with the Gemini laser to break the blocks, just like that. Then you had to take the fire met all the way to the destination to progress. And we see Chombey recreated that exact same setup here beautifully.
Yep, so this is the Buddy Week section, and then you'll see immediately, if you guys look at his last week's level, you saw he took advantage of JDE's Flash Stopper level from Purple Palace. There was also Big Chungus. You guys remember Big Chungus from last week? So
Big Chungus, there was Dr. ZEOS's Time Stop level with Proto Man.
Yeah.
And Nico's Reflector Gal.
This level is really when it starts to get hard too. I expect to see Owl in this for at least 5 minutes, this level. Especially with this kind of slow buddy start. Alright, so now listen, turn it up. What song is this, guys? So if you guys remember from the custom week, we had Blue Babidi. And of course, your Proto Man, double damage.
Of course.
Die a lot.
Let's switch the other runners, see where they're at. Alright, Brickman is in the same level. He is keeping up with Cece the whole time. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, they're both insane. Meanwhile, Wolfo about a half a level ahead of Sky. And Brick is basically an entire level ahead of Urric at the moment.
Well,
Man, what a
Wolfo's about
puzzly section, Chombey.
Full level ahead of Sky here.
Yeah. Yeah, would it be a Chombey level if there wasn't some super bogus cryptic interaction that the players died on? Chombey's probably sitting at home right now like, what do you mean, Marino? You know what I mean, Chombey, okay? You know what I mean. Yeah, Chombey's the best in biz, guys. This level is absolutely nuts. And if you get hit like 3 times, you die because, again, Proto Man double damage, 1 HP. Or not 1 HP, but double damage.
It might as
Yeah,
well be
this
1
banger.
HP.
Yeah, exactly. And this music will just carry you. Got the screen wipe on the Fan Fiend at the end.
So last week we had custom music on the C-side level for Chombey. And this time we have custom music on the D-side for Chombey's level.
What is the song, JD? I don't really recognize it.
This one, I think it's from a game called Carby or something. I don't know. It's a small little game. No one's
Oh,
ever
the
heard of
pink
it.
car. Yeah, it's like a pink car. Carby, yeah.
The
That's a good one.
Woods.
Yeah. So, in the original level, of course, we're just memeing, guys. This is a Kirby level. The original level that was made by VXW had Flame Sword as the weakness for Bubble Man in the tree. And we kind of bait people with that, putting Flame Sword in here, but there's just no Bubble Man fight. At least right now, so. And now we go right to PB's reaction test, chemical reaction and a reaction test level, which you guys will remember if you've been paying attention to the league. So you have to use Water Shield or Bubble Lead or any water weapons to negate this fire, put out the fire, and then you can use oil to ride on the oil. But you have to be careful, you will get one shot by the fire here.
I have to say, of all the levels in the league, this one is the one that for me was most forgettable. I forgot that it was actually part of Season 2. In my mind, it was Season 1. But,
Chemical
you know,
reaction level, really?
yeah.
Even with the crazy custom boss at the end, which you won't see anywhere besides NRS?
even with that, for whatever reason, in my mind, it was just always Season 1 associated level.
Now we see Brickman on arguably the most PITA screen in the entire level. It's just a puzzle. You have to shoot electricity at the top of the... Oof. You have to shoot electricity at the top of the ceiling to hit the fuse crawler, and then the fuse crawler will, like a puzzle, shoot the laser at the button, and then the button will open the switch, and you have to do that like 3 times in the room. And yeah, Chombey makes you work for it. Nothing is free in this level. You gotta put in the work.
Absolutely.
So just to kind of touch here, we do see Brick level 6, Rurik level 4, Wolfo level 6, Sky level 5. Let's get a switcherino, see how the others are doing. Owl already on the reaction, so he does pass Brick. Let's see if he does it. Press it now. Now! No, I tried to mess him up. He didn't have it. So the final boss for Chombey's level is just like last week with the revisit, and here he is, Bubble Man with Kirby. What a good tree. I wish I made that tree.
You made NRS happen, so that tree is all yours.
Yo, clip that. Someone clip that. Thank you, JD. Let's go. Yeah, that's a nice tree. And there's a fun fact about Pumpman is if you had Concrete Shot, you could one-shot him. Chombey's like, you know what? This level's already too easy, and I'm already a nice guy, so I'm not going to give player Concrete Shot. Instead, I'm going to make the boss weak to Leaf Shield. 7 hits. Easy, quick in and out from Owl. As we see him open the door, touch the orb. I said 5 minutes, he finished in 6. Very good stuff from Owl as he finishes level 6. Going on to level 7, JD, you want to talk about level 7?
Level 7 is my personal favorite of the week, and if Kumba was participating in B-side, it would be his least favorite of the week.
Yes.
This level is all over the place. It is... pay attention to the rooms that you see on screen, because you're going to see them many times.
Yeah,
this level loops around itself, I think 3 or 4 times.
The gimmick of this level, as you see top left of your screen on Owl's screen, all of these levels' screens are like mini mazes. They're very windy, very intricate. There's multiple paths. But at the end of the... Ooh, little Bari sandwich for the troubles. So, as JDE mentioned, you have to go through these places like friggin' 3 or 4 times each. So you're gonna see these screens many times. This is also like a 5-minute minimum level. It's very puzzly. Tons of Astro Gates and specific orders that you have to hit to progress through the level. And Dr. ZEOS fashion, he's gonna milk every screen for maximum value and just force you to fly all over here multiple times, hitting 3,000 buttons, and it feels really slow and really puzzly. And yes, if Kumba was racing this, he would not be happy.
You know, it feels more puzzly than it is. I just actually replayed this level pack yesterday just to make sure everything was good for the league. And, you know, it does feel puzzly, but there is only one way to go at any given time. So Dr. ZEOS does hold your hands the whole time. You can't really get lost, but this level will confuse you if you're not ready for it.
Shoutouts to Krispy Kreme Donuts and Mega Man Maker League on a Sunday. Hope you guys are enjoying the race.
We forgot to mention this level is called TikTok Tower by Dr. ZEOS.
Yep, JD mentioned it. This is TikTok Tower. We're ticking and we're talking in the tower.
And we're back at the beginning of the level.
It's a very easy level to die because there's a lot of enemies. There's not that much refills unless you get lucky on the drops. If you get lost, you basically have to redo some rooms and take more damage.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on.
And remember, guys, this is still top 8, so once the weeks dwindle, as we go to top 8, top 4, top 2, etc., all of our attention runners, or 2 runners, take it.
Reno is cutting out there. Can't hear anything he's saying. Let's switch over to the other runners and see what's going on.
What are you talking?
Brickman is on the boss of level 6. So is Wolfo. Rurik and Sky Pilot are both on level 5.
Wolfa has made some nice ground onto Brickman. I know they're not facing each other, but definitely closed the gap.
He definitely is. Chombey, what you said in chat just now made me laugh. I hope Marino sees it.
First of all, can you hear me?
I can now.
All right, I'm gonna cause a scene. Can we focus on the run, all right, and leave tech issues out of this? All right, my mic is fine at home. My mic is fine here. The donuts are good here. The racers are doing good. Wolfo is gonna first try this. Here we go. Wolfo. Okay. Here we go. He's got it, right? Wolfo.
Oh, and he gets smooshed.
Guys, this is so good. Yeah, the game's hard. All right, what I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the cutoff and JDE or whatever, okay? What I was trying to say, guys, is the races are only going to get crazier and tighter from here. We go top 8, top 4, top 2. This is very busy. The levels are crazy hard to look at. There's so much crap going on every screen. It could be overwhelming and daunting. But once we get to, 1v1 side-by-side races, it'll be a lot more digestible. So bear with us now as we get through the crazy tournament action. And if you're new to the game, you might be like, what the heck am I looking at? It's very busy.
True. True.
Okay, Wolfball with the redemption. The reaction test redemption.
So Brickman and CC are both on the same level now. CC is a little bit ahead of Brickman, but that's okay. They're not facing off against each other 1v1.
Nope. Brickman is on level 7 versus Rurik's level 5. Wolfo's on level 6 versus Sky's level 5. So anything can happen between Wolfo and Sky still. Let's see if Wolfo goes for the Cubby. Is he a Cubby gamer? No. Maybe?
Looking for Water Shield, doesn't have it.
And I think he played the pack last week, so... Oh, here we go, the Cubby shots! Alright. We see Sky shooting the party ball. Get out of there, nice job. 32 minutes, guys. You still have about an hour left in the race, and these runners are all on level 5 or higher. So I want to assume they will all finish the levels. You think so?
I think they will. I hope they will.
Yeah.
Just man the mic here. I will be right back.
Sure. So we're going to see, hopefully, Wolfo switch to Leaf Shield, if he has it even, to take care of Pupman. If not, it's going to be a pretty difficult fight. Meanwhile, top left of your screen, Brickman is going to... I think he's going to die on the screen. I can't even feel bad, because this might be the hardest screen in the level. See? Easy. You always die there. So, in that screen, you have to pop the weapon block, and then you have to Thunderclaw to the other side, and then Thunderclaw back. And in my opinion, it's the hardest screen of the level, so I'm pretty sure everyone always dies there. That was not a commentator's curse, by the way. That was visionary foresight. Oh, Wolfo trusting his shield and gets jumped on with 1 HP left. You hate to see it. Speaking of 1 HP, Rurik is trying to finish this vertical climb in level 5. Alright, we gotta switch back on Owl and the boys, see where they're at here. We have Owl against Miria and Dirksey and Hellfire.
Looks like Owl's right at the boss door. We didn't really miss too much because you do have to see this room, I think, 2 or 3 times in the level. You get all the way to the end, and then you have to go basically back to the beginning.
What a great time, though. Around 6 minutes blind for this level. That's pretty good. This level is very confusing and intertwines with itself. Very easy to get lost. And Owl, sub 6? Pretty good.
ZEOS' level is the Metroidvania. No. There's another one coming.
Yeah, that sounded good. JDE popping open a fresh one? I don't have a fresh one to pop, but it would sound like... There we go. Just popped open a fresh one. We're on level 8, top left of your screen. This is everyone's favorite level, JD? Is it everyone's favorite?
Redshift Orbit?
Yeah, it's God damn it. It's Redshift or something.
Orbit Shifter Red Zone.
There you go. Orbit Shifter Red Zone. Shoutouts to Redshift. Shout out to Chew 5 Gum, whatever. So this level's nuts. If you remember from last week, it was all blue. Now it's all red. So week 1 is red, or blue. Week 2 is red. You have Super Adapter, which gives you a static dash with super armor properties, so you can fly right through enemies. Ooh, so Owl got the right idea, but was a little too early. The whole concept of this level, guys, top left of the screen, is you have Super Adapter. You're gonna fly through these screens, shooting the appropriate buttons, and that almost worked.
It's a very similar level to last week, same concept. The only real difference is you start off with Super Adapter, and you're right in the fray of it. This goes into the same theme that we said earlier. The levels are a little bit harder than they were last week. Last week you started off with nothing, did a little bit of platforming before you got Super Adapter. This time, you just get Super Adapter.
Al is making quick work of this too. Again, huge shout outs to QC, Shallot Muscles, who's the creator of this level. It's been an honor to work with him for all of Season 2. His levels have been very impressive across the board. They're all very clean, very polished, and most importantly, very simple. I don't mean difficulty simple, I mean his approach and building design simple. A lot of it is very linear and hand-holdy, but it's challenging and it feels rewarding to do, and you cannot sleep on these levels, even though they're simple at the surface.
Absolutely right. I say let's switch over to the other runners and let's save the next section for whoever gets there next.
Well, we see Brick ticking and we see Woofo talking. So we got some TikTok tower action on the left. Meanwhile, Sky Pilot loves Kirby, loves tree climbing. And we see Rurik, 6.5 minutes, still in level 5.
Brick is a little bit lost. But as we said before, there's only really one way to go.
Alright, let me give you guys a little Marino visionary insight. So in an hour from now, if you check the Discord feedback section, you'll see Brickman's name, and it will say something like, "Oh, levels were great, except TikTok Tower was a goddamn puzzle maze and shouldn't be in the race." So remember that, okay? Look forward to that in about an hour. But in the meantime, yes, I think Brick is a little lost, but he looks at the very end. So 3 HP in a dream.
I'm gonna go even further. Big Man's gonna talk about the flipping platforms from Toxin.
3 HP!
Oh,
he's
nice.
in there. Okay. So just like Owl, finishing around 6 minutes in this level. I can't see Wolfo's in-game timer. But let's just say it's around a 6-7 minute level, right? It's a very long level.
I think my time was 7 minutes. I think that's about the average for this level. It's a very long, windy level.
Yo, did you see Sky going for the oil on the wall there? That was so confident and disrespectful. I love to see it. Nice job, Brick. So, again, at a glance, just for the people at home, Brickman is now entering level 8. Rurik is still on level 5. About to beat it, though. Woofo, level 7, and Sky, level 6.
Orbit Shifter Red Zone. Not the Redshift Orbit Zone.
Correct. We love Redshift. He's a community staple. He's the troll master, etc. He has too many underscores in his name, and I can't really work with that. But huge shoutouts to Redshift. But yes, QC made this level, and it is called Orbit Shifter Red Zone. His brother and sister of Orbit Shifter Blue Zone, which you guys can play for free right now. You go to Mega Maker and download it.
And this level will be available to download shortly thereafter, as soon as this event is done.
Oh, Brick, very close. So I'm sorry, JD, did you say that Brick played the A-side already?
He played the A-side about 2 hours before the league.
Okay, well, he has an edge in this level for sure then. We try to encourage people at NRS. I mean, if you don't have the time, I get it. But if you have the time, there's always resources and levels to practice, whether it's the previous weeks or even the previous seasons, JDE. If people practice, if I was a racer in Season 2 in tournament, you bet your buns I would be playing all the Season 1 tourney levels.
Oh, absolutely. Me too.
See some Sky fans in chat? That's what I want to see. Let's go. Go, Sky, go. Go, Sky, go. Go, Sky, go. Guys, show some support for Skypilot in chat. If you have any bird emojis or airplanes or any emotes that belong in the sky, you should probably whip them out, spam them in chat. I don't care if it's a bird or a pigeon.
I got one that belongs in the sky. There we go.
Like, what is it? What belongs in the sky, guys? Post it in chat. It could be a pilot. It could be a rainy cloud. It could be a thunder cloud. I'm gonna go with clouds.
All right.
Let me remind you guys, this is a family, fun, community-driven event. As much as this is for tournament and people are gonna cry and go home today, we're all here as friends for fun. So, huge shout-outs to Brick, Rourke, Wolfo, Sky, Dirksey, Hellfire, Miria, CC for just being a part of the family, showing off these sick levels on Sunday, pressing some buttons, and just having fun, man. This is why we're here.
I just want to say everyone should look on the top left of the screen, Brickman screen. We're about to see the section that we didn't show when CC was here a second ago.
Let's see it. Yo, the Smiler!
Not the smiler, the next screen, this section right here.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, look at the pink elevators. QC has a setup forcing the player through orange elevators, which is going to pop them out right above these Mega Man 3 pink elevators. And it's little simple auto scroller descension here. You just kind of stand on your elevator, do some zigzag shooting left, or right, do some zigzag shooting left or right, and make your way all the way down without dying. Cough, 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 cough. You should actually never die there, and Brickman, you should feel bad. I'm sorry, but you never die there.
Some say it's impossible to die there.
Yep. Speaking of impossible to die, Rurik on blue, baba dee baba da. You get 2 shot and then you die, baba dee baba da. Huge shout outs to Chombey for the song, man. So good.
And this section right here on QC's level is also really well done. It instantly triggers the on-off back to its original state, so it just resets the laser. I've never seen this setup done before, and it's really interesting.
Oh yeah, QC, again, so happy to have him on the team. He knows what he's doing, and on-off switches, as I said in last week's race, they're so simple as an object, but QC somehow forces and utilizes this one simple blue on-off switch in like 100 different ways between 2 different levels, really showing off all the different interactions you can do with one item. Very impressive stuff. Yo, I don't want to talk about it, JD, but let's focus everyone's attention to the top left. What does that look like, JD? What is that?
I think it's a rainbow.
Okay, maybe we'll remember that. I'm not sure if it's relevant for next week or I don't know, but we'll remember. Any rainbow spammer.
I don't see how a rainbow would be a hint for anything.
I don't know. I feel like if we stressed about the rainbow, we might make some more, significance to it and shine some light on it. But if we keep talking about the rainbow, people might assume something. So this is the last time we'll talk about what, JD?
Well, we definitely don't want to do a callback to the command or anything like that.
Yeah, no command callback to the colors, no rainbow spams. You either pick up what we're putting down, or you can probably just leave, because we're trying to be entertaining, trying to get some hype going, guys. There's still like 3 weeks left to this.
Oh my God, Brickman!
Holy crap! Okay, dude. Yeah, there's so much Mega Maker action left, guys. Let's go.
Wolfo making good progress here on on this puzzly level.
If I can get a call from admins or production behind the scenes, can someone tell me what Wolfo's in-game timer is? Is that possible? Thank you. I'm very curious where he's at. Oh, top left of your screen, Brickman's on the brand new section, JD. You want to tell the people what they're looking at?
They are looking at Brickman absolutely killing this level. And I think it goes without saying that, Brickman practiced A-side before his stream today. And this level in particular, if you practiced, you are going to have a huge advantage. It is more or less the exact same platforming that you would see last week, just a little bit different.
Yo, this boss, though? So this is Splash Woman, top left of your screen, but you're fighting on wheel spam, I guess? So if you don't jump, Brickman just got so lucky there. Doing that! Stop! Tell him to stop! Why? Tell him to stop! He's literally creating manslaughter and getting away with murder on stream. That's against Twitch terms of service. He should have died 3 times there. Oh. Yeah,
So-
top left of your screen, guys. Look, there we go. Thank you. That's what it's supposed to look.
Last week we had jump, shoot, repeat. This week is shoot, jump, repeat.
Yep, very creative. Gotta have. Last week we went up Gold Mountain. This week we're going down Silver Mountain. Last week we had Seaside. This week we have D-Side. Last week we had an Ice 1 HP. This week we have a Fire 1 HP.
Last week we had a 7-day cruise. Well, I wonder what we have next after this.
True.
Do we want to switch over to CC, see where he's at?
Yeah, I want to see. Where's CC? Yo! JD, talk about it. Where is he?
CC is on the next level called All Expenses Paid Vacation, and it
Not
is...
the next level. This is the final level, JD.
The final
Owl's
level,
on the
yes.
final level at the 45-minute mark, still with 45 minutes remaining in the race.
All Expenses Paid Vacation, and this is another mini Metroidvania, just like last week's. Lots of going back and forth, figuring out what to do, using your weapons to their full potential. Fun fact, just like last week, originally these levels were double damage, and I was told to nerf that because nobody wants to do double damage. Yo, triple juice?
Look at the life preserver. That's such a... Oh, imagine checking left on the boat. What a
So this is
madman.
the same boat from last week. Now it's docked on the boat, on the island. It says hotel in text editing. This is the hotel. You use your keys to go to the rooms, get your items.
And what about the JD? How many times you gotta kill the cat?
At least twice.
Twice, right? Like 4 times twice? 2 times twice is 2.
At least twice. Now, if you make a mistake, you might have to kill him more. At least twice.
Yeah, but you're saying twice, and I'm saying 2. You know, there's... You have to kill a cat twice, right?
No, just 2 times. There's another mini boss later in the level that you have to kill as well, also twice.
Twice or 2 times? This is really confusing. We should probably just watch and see what he's doing. He looks like he's just in a motel, opening keys. Is he getting the question mark block? No, he's not. I don't blame him.
Why does JD's level have that music?
Daddy, I said the same thing. You're on a vacation. You're on an all expenses paid vacation, and it's like scary ass Wily music playing.
Have you never been on a scary vacation before?
No. You could have used like Searchman music or something a little more vibrant, so it actually feels like you're on vacation instead of shitting your pants to some Wily music. Al is flying through here. He's 4.5 minutes and he's on the last level.
So
At the last, basically, what? This is the second half of the level, would you say?
second half of the level. So the second half of the level, just like the boat, it's gonna have 2 more mini bosses. It's gonna have some more Metroidvania stuff. But CC's got it.
Yeah, that part's really cool. With the Bone Joe, he's locking you down as you're lighting the fire, igniting the fire, and then using Skull Barrier to actually slide on the fire. So this will teach you a lot of different mechanics. If you aren't really familiar with them, this level will force you.
I do take away your fire sword and your item 1 here, so you need to get those weapons back to get to the end. Just like in the boat, you needed to get Pharaoh Shot.
Unfortunately,
back after
Miria is struggling with the timing of the Hornet Chaser. It is a very tight timing. Essentially, as soon as the on-off switch gets pressed, you have to be already moving and climbing, or you will not have enough time. So we see Miria getting it, but she just has to be a little greedier, a little faster.
Yeah.
She'll get there. Hellfire running around TikTok Tower. Dirksey trying to just make his way.
See,
Okay.
you never go greedy on your vacation.
Wait, did Dirksey just jump off of an inactive off switch? I think he did. I think he just did a frame perfect jump on an switch. So I would have to go back and confirm, but I think I just saw that.
I didn't see that, so you're gonna have to go back on the VOD later.
Yeah. Where's Brick at? Let's switch over to the others. I know Al's about to wrap this up, being our first finisher, and we see Brick also in level 10.
Enjoying his vacation.
You can hope.
You always enjoy
Let's
your
talk about the
vacation.
nerfs, JD. Originally, this was way harder. You had double damage.
I did have
and
double damage.
Crystal Joes instead of Bone Joes.
Yep, Crystal Joes. I had less checkpoints.
Yep.
I had less health pickups. And although I did like it that way, I was told not to do it because it's a race and people don't want to die 20 times. So I turned this 30-minute level into a 7-minute level.
I mean, it's true. There's a reason that this is level 10, guys. It's not because of the difficulty. It is not a difficult level 10. It's a very, very long level. And for sake of showing off as many levels as we can, we do not want people... Shoutouts to that big poo smiler, or whatever that is. But we do not want people spending, 2/3 of their allotted race time in JDE's friggin' Metroidvania level. So we purposely made it last, just to ensure that all other 9 levels would be played, and then you can use all the rest of your time to finish this quote-unquote Metroidvania-y style race level.
Rick is looking for a place to use his blue key.
Is he getting the E-Tank? He is, okay.
Smart choice.
He's insta drinking it, okay.
You don't want to die in this level. It is very punishing. You have a lot to go back and do.
There's some nice windows though, JD. I love your windows.
Thanks.
Let's switch over to Owl and the others. Make sure he didn't finish already. He's on the boss, JDE. Owl is on the final boss of the final level here for tournament B-side. Rolling cutter, 7 hits, easy.
He is ripping through these levels.
Amazing.
52 minutes, and he is done. That is amazing.
Again, Miria is on level 5, and Owl just finished level 10. So that's just to show you. Again, Miria is no slouch. Owl is just hyper-focused, tied with Fatty for first place. So again, in my opinion, he's the one to take down. Fatty and Owl, Brick and Kumba. They're such hard-hitting racers, guys. So this is kind of what I expected. Nothing against Miria. Miria made it to top 16. Held her own. She did amazing up to this point. But Owl is on a completely different level, and he's showing us here today, beating all 10 levels in 52 minutes. Great job, Owl.
Last season, Kumba put up quite a show, and nobody could keep up with him. But this time, we have a few more hard hitters. Cece and Fatty being in the fray as well as Brickman.
And anything season 1 will be. In season 1, we had Kumba and Anki and Wolfo and Scott. All these came back too, and plus we got all these. What's going to happen for season 3? We can only hope everyone returns, and maybe we get some new God gamers on the belt, and just kind of keep it going. So shout outs to everyone who participated in season 1 and who is still in season 2.
It would be nice. Hey, I have a question. Did you take your mic with you to Mitch's house?
Did I take my mic with me to Mitch's house? Are you firing shots first of all? I'm set up in a very professional studio right now, okay? But I am in a bathtub, but that's none of your business. None of your
Man
business.
goes on vacation and brings his own mic with him?
That's right. Yeah, big shout outs to Mitch for letting me hold it down here. You guys can follow him on Twitch TV, Mitch Flower Power, Godlike Super Mario 3 Runner. But yeah, man. Owl, he's done. His feet are up on the desk. He's done. He's ready for more levels. So let's switch over and see if Brick's also finished. Brick should be
Very close to the end now.
Yeah.
Oh, he has the red key.
Okay.
He is ready to go to the checkpoint. I'm not quite sure what he's doing back down here.
This level's so long. We see Sky Pilot 6 minutes in TikTok Tower, Rurik just starting, but this is really the level that kind of breaks your snowball, breaks your flow, because you can go mock chicken nice and slow and buttery, and then you get to this level and you're running around like an idiot for like 5 minutes.
TikTok Tower or all expenses paid vacation?
Both. Yeah. But yeah, you have a really nice boat, JD. You got the life preservers, you got the anchor, even the windows in your motel, the palm trees.
Shout out to VXW with the palm trees.
True, true. Oh man. Wolfo does have the lead on Sky Pilot. And I jinxed
here
him
he goes.
as soon as I said that, yeah. Yeah, these guys should be finishing all the levels, like I said. Everyone's already on like level 7, being... I guess it would be Miri on level 5. Still great pace, though.
Absolutely. And, I mean, Myriad went to the top 16, which is amazing, but Myria is also the 16th seed, so it's not unexpected.
No.
But yeah, she's doing a great job. She's holding her own.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the placements of the seeds, 16th seed versus first place, it is a little bit unfair.
But could you imagine the upset? Just imagine if like Owl woke up on the wrong side of the bed, his controller breaks, someone walks over and he's racing, shuts off the TV, and before you know it, Miri is the winner, and everyone's fantasy bracket goes to crap, you know? You never know.
Anything could happen, yeah.
True.
Hey, Owl. Nice performance here in on these levels. Hope you had fun.
Yeah, big GG, dude.
So
just saying, though, CC versus Miria was seed number 2 versus 15.
2 and 15,
2
not
versus
1.
15.
Yeah. Fatty was technically first seed, right?
Yep.
Fun fact about the screen that Brickman's on, that one tile fire, I actually made a mistake with the text editing, and you can do that without lighting the fire, just jumping into the wall.
Yeah.
However, that was noticed very late after this level was already done and play tested, and I just said keep it. If someone finds it during the race, they find it, but I'm not going to change it.
Ooh. Wolfo had the right idea there, almost clutched out the backup strap, but did get punished. Man, TikTok Tower, what a beast. 8-minute level, dude.
Yeah, he's just running around left and right everywhere.
Yeah. And that's what's cool, like we can build levels as creators where we can make very linear, flowing, smooth, obvious, buttery, you know, levels that practically semi-play themselves, which are of course very fun to watch people race for sync action. And then you also throw the exact opposite spectrum, which is just a lot of congestion, a lot of limited movement, a lot of obstacles in the way. And it's night and day watching people race really busy levels versus really open levels.
So, Cece, tell us, what did you think about the levels this week? Did you play last week's levels? Did you think that you had a little bit of an advantage?
He just smoked everyone in first place. He you know what he's gonna say? The levels were amazing. They were so good. They were kind of short, and I wish Marino had a level. That's what he's typing right now. It's fine, I'll wait.
I believe everything but the last part.
Yeah, that was a good sport. He's been giving really good feedback throughout the league. I haven't heard really any negative feedback from him. I know he's just a nice guy and trying to do stuff we want to hear. But guys, now's the time for him. Whether you're a viewer or a creator, well, I guess not a creator, but leave feedback. Tell us what you think of these levels. Do you think they're too long? They're too puzzly? They're too vacation-y? You know, just give us your thoughts. So we do appreciate good, bad, and ugly feedback.
So Brickman's about to wrap it up, second place here.
Will he sub hour? I think he will. He has a minute to beat Quickman.
Oh,
5
yeah.
more hits, 4 more hits, 3 more hits, 2 more hits, 1 more hit.
He's got it. Too many boats? Not enough boats, Chomby.
Yep, too many boats. Chombey knows. Boat week?
The levels were great. They were way too short. I wonder why there was no Marino level. Can't wait till next race.
Dude, Alan knows. Thank you, Alan.
Smart ass.
Yo, Brick, nice job. Sub hour the path. So we do have our first 2 finishers. Al finished with a 52. Brick with a 59, we'll call it. Wolfo's on level 9, who has a pretty hardy lead against Sky, who's on level 8. So maybe not too hardy after all. If Wolfo keeps getting wrecked here, Sky Pilot will catch up.
I was there. There's a level to get stuck for a while. It's PP's level.
It's true.
Yep. It never feels good to get your PP stuck.
With that being said, let's switch over to the other runners and see how they're doing. Owl already finished, as we know, so we see Miria still level 5.
She's
Really
at the
having
boss.
a
She's
tough time. Yeah, it's over now, but no in-game timer, but I would say, what, at least 10 minutes in this level. Afraid to jump down, but at some point she's going to realize she has to jump down. So waiting isn't doing anything.
Go, average level completion was 6 or 7, and she's already on level 6 almost, and still has a half an hour. I think she's doing great.
Oh, absolutely. Yep. But I mean, if you stand here for 30 minutes doing nothing, yeah, trust. Go, go, go. Creators are pretty scary to trust, but in a league with responsible level creators, at some point you gotta shut off the blinders and shut off your and just trust the system, jump in the pits blind, and just go try to find the flow without thinking about it too much. Nice job. Finishes it up. Moving on to level 6. No reset. D side.
I understand what you're saying, Zoma, but the levels are available for everyone to play, and if someone doesn't want to play the levels from APAC, there's nothing that we can do as creators to force them to do that.
Hey, Luigi, we have 2 finishers and everyone else is all over the place.
We tell people that you should play A side, but it's up to the players.
Yeah, there's nothing unfair or fair about it. We could have even used the same exact levels in theory, because it doesn't matter. Ultimately, it comes down to the players have the same knowledge, whether they have full knowledge or no knowledge. It's all still very much blind. So whether they have a taste of it or have any inclinations of gameplay beforehand, if anything, that just makes for a better race.
Imagine leaving the race live because you missed the first little bit. Luigi, just stay and watch the rest of the race.
Yeah, and oh man, I was gonna say something, but man, it's fine, I won't. All right, so Dirksey, level 9. We're gonna see him wrap it up very, very nice and smooth through PP's level, but he keeps resetting. I don't know why. Maybe he's scared or he feels like he's gonna miss a cycle in the future, but he's got it. Miri's gonna be here for a minute though. This level from CHOMBEY is such a butt kicker. And she just got out of one butt kicker right into the next one. But it's tournament week, baby. It's not easy.
I think it depends on your playstyle too, because if you're not used to the Hornet Chaser, that level might be harder for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a nice way to tell Ozoma that it's fine. Because I really want Ozoma to be a part of these events, and I'm not sure, not that I'm going to sit here and try to say something so you like rejoin or whatever, but there's definitely a method to our madness and a reason that we do this. And the more NRS experience you have between Season 1 and practicing for Season 2 and watching the streams and the videos will give you all the ammunition and the knowledge that you need to be successful in this event.
And these levels are similar, but they're not exactly the same too. Like, it'll give you a little bit of an advantage to expect what's coming, but it's not going to give you enough that you're going to just ace the levels.
Right.
Anyway, I'm just going to say I don't see how it would be unfair to have an advantage if you actually practice.
Well, that's just it, right? You assume both people are playing the packs, both people are watching
levels are similar or not. That's it. Of course, anything you do, as soon as you practice, you're going to get an advantage over somebody who doesn't.
True.
Yep, but the point is that it's all there for everybody, and if they put in the legwork, then they'll have an edge. If their opponent puts in the legwork, then they're back to equal basis, right?
So much Metroidvanias.
Let's go.
Thanks, Brick.
Nice job, Dirksey. Wraps up level 9.
I think you're talking about Dr. ZEOS' puzzle level.
Dirksey makes his way to the final level. So we already know Owl beat Miria, so just give our humble claps to Miria for making it as far as she did so far, but we will declare Owl the winner, so big GG's there. And unless Dirksey really gets lost on his vacation, he should secure this over Hellfire with 25 minutes remaining in the race. Anything's still possible, and if there's any level he'll get lost on JDE, it is yours.
Let's hope so. Let's switch to the other racers and see what's going on.
Nice. Got the rainbow from Sky that we don't talk about. Let's go.
Sky Pilot seeing shoot, jump, repeat, and he is crapping himself.
Yep. And Rurik, 10 minutes in TikTok Tower.
Shoutouts to Chombey for fixing a soft lock last minute. Miria would have been soft locked right there.
Yeah, shoutouts to Chombey for all of his works and revisions. I would say, not that all of our creators aren't really proud of what they do, but Chombey is a true nitpicker and a true perfectionist, so I do not mind making any little or big significant changes because of how hard he works on his levels. So big shoutouts to Chombey and all the creators putting all their time into these levels. Any excuse we can bring back Big Chungus or Kirby or Blue Babidi, you know he's going to take advantage of it. So.
CC the Owl says he raced last week's level with Hellfire Skyrim on Saturday, so they both had the same practice going into the race.
Trust me, dude. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. These races are fine. Everyone's fine. Everything's equal. And if there's an edge to be had, it's only because you let your opponent have one because you were too lazy to do the investigation or the resource digging. So I cannot feel bad for you. Also, poo face, bottom left of the screen. We got a poo smiler. Is that poo or mud? I think it's mud.
Anybody in need of a good mud bath on vacation?
Yeah.
You always take a mud bath on your vacation. You just never take a poo bath on your vacation.
I mean, that's something. Some people are into that, you know? Yeah, shoutouts to QC. I don't see him in chat. I'm not sure if he's here, but if you do watch the VOD QC, let me remind you how awesome this level is. It's just so clean and simple, but it will mess you up if you're not familiar with spacing, and especially timings with on-off switch. They're all timing.
I remember Jimmy playing it as testing and he lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, shoutouts to Jimmy, main playtester with us. He really enjoyed, I think it was his favorite level from last week, so when he knew there was like the Red Sister version for this week, he was probably like a kid on Christmas.
So I'm interested to know from CC and from Brickman, what were you guys' favorite levels? You guys both played A-side and B-side, so we'd like to hear some feedback from you guys.
Man, iPilot keeps like making an error, quote unquote, and then keeps resetting. Like he feels like he's gonna get punished for a little mistake. But he plays a lot of PP levels, right? So he should know exactly how this is gonna work.
That's why he's resetting, because PP
That's true, yeah. PP's so scary. He's like one of the nicest guys in the community, but he also has the wrinkliest and most creative broken brain in the community. Can't wait for 1.8. Guys, don't forget, Mega Maker's coming out with a brand new, huge, overwhelming, super overwhelming, kind of maybe even too big in my opinion, of an update coming out very soon. It could be this month, next month, I have no friggin' clue. But for those of you that either haven't played the game, you can download it for free. There's a brand new content update coming out, and it's gonna be insane. We tried to have some 1.8 content for you for Season 2. It didn't work out, so everyone point at Luigi and, you know, yell at him, but yeah, we're good. We'll do it for Season 3 if need be. We're making it work without it, but guys, get hyped for 1.8. It's gonna be huge, it's gonna be overwhelming, and it's gonna be brand new. So, I'm very excited.
The DOS content is gonna blow people away.
Don't even joke like that, okay? Don't even joke. Yeah, JDEs have the privilege of working on 1.8 with a few other beta testers, Butcher, Chombey, of course, Mecha. And they've been hinting at me for literally months now how much, Marino, you're not ready, you're gonna love it, you're not ready. And I feel like it's actually coming soon. So I will be ready, and guys, get excited. We have a lot of good stuff looking forward to with the new update.
You never yell at Luigi. You always yell at Luigi.
Alright, Sky. If you miss the snipe, yeah. If you overcommit on the balls there, or you don't visually confirm the shot before you overcommit your ball, you will never shoot that. So he confirmed it before passing the balls. Because PP does make this level tight, but there's a few mistakes. You could probably make 2 or 3 movement errors, maybe miss 1 or 2 buttons, and you'll still be alive. So it's not like ultimate tightness.
Oh, yeah, Jay, one mistake in your level is I would never listen to that kind of music on a cruise vacation. Kidding me?
I mean, it's true. At the very last second, I mentioned it to JDE right before I left on vacation. I was like, JDE, you realize in your vacation level, this is like the scariest song in the game, right? And he's like, no, I don't know. It's like peaceful. And I'm like, hey, man, it's your level. So we kept it. But guys, just know if it was my vacation level, it'd be a lot more bright and sunshiny. Maybe Searchman's level, you know?
There's nothing wrong with going on a vacation with shitting music.
It is the final level, though. It is level 10. So even though it's a nice Metroidvania-y vacation, you have the scary music to keep people on their toes as they finish the final level. Guys, we have 20 minutes left. Our racers are killing it. A few levels left for each one. We have 2 finishers, Brickman and Al.
I understand what you're saying, Ozoma, but we're also not saying that you need to play the levels immediately. Like, you could play one level a day. That's, 5 minutes a day for, or 10 minutes a day. I'm pretty sure everyone can spare 10 minutes a day for a tournament that they're part of. I don't think there's any disadvantage by having levels being sister levels.
Well, I mean, there is. If you play all of A-Pack and you're racing B-Pack, a lot of these levels are very much the same. The 1 HP stuff, the on-off switch stuff, so you do get an edge. But, again, you have to assume that your competitor is also going to use the same resources as you. So I cannot feel bad for somebody who feels like their opponent has an edge because you can't find the 10 minutes to get the edge. I can't do that. I understand everyone has their own time, and some people do this for fun, some people don't care, but you can't whine about, not having an edge if you can't find 10 minutes to either watch a video or to replay the levels. But these are all very much still blind. And again, at the end of the day, it's equality, right? I don't care if the players played them all before or not, this is all fresh and new for the players.
Yeah, exactly. Like, knowing that, like, let's say the levels that Miri is on, for example, right now, you know that Chombey did a C side. You expect that he's gonna do a D side. What levels is he gonna put in the D side? You don't know. He used blue Baba D Baba Die, but he could have used friggin' any other level in the league. There's like 70 levels for him to choose from.
Or instead of doing the Kirby part of the tree, he could have did the woods part of the tree. Like, you can do so much stuff. Marino, please give me a tip on how to not forget some obscure weapon gimmick interactions and get stuck for 3 minutes and get your ass kicked. Are you talking about in TikTok Tower Brick? And was the obscure interaction the grapple hook? A lot of it comes down to experience, and I cannot force that on any player. But at the end of the day, we try not to have too many cryptic interactions. So if you are not a crazy grinder at this game, you don't have to know every friggin' interaction. But if you look at something at a face value and say, hey, I should probably grapple this or jump on it, it should be obvious, but we do, as creators, try to be fancy and be new and technical. Sometimes that leads to being puzzly and cause confusion. So, Brick, I don't know what the answer is. I'm just going to tell you to get good, to practice more, or if something is too cryptic or puzzly, to give us feedback and tell us that it's kind of bullshit, I don't know. It's really hard to make levels, guys. In general, not to mention good quality levels, not to mention play-tested levels, and fun levels, and new levels. So we're wrapping these up all in one package, trying to do so much with it. And I'm very happy with the way it's turned out. So if it's any consolation to the creators at home, watching the players get wrecked or get feedback or whatever, you guys are the nuts, and you're doing exactly what I expect, and you should all be proud of yourselves, because these levels are so amazing, and we could not have this league without the level creators, and the racers too, so.
I think season 1 had 162 levels, I think, and season 2 is 130 or something like that. It's a little bit less, maybe 140. But there's a lot of levels to play and a lot of levels to make.
Wolf on the boss?
There's bound to be some levels that people don't like. There's bound to be some levels that people do like.
Yep. It's just our job to make them accessible And if you do get stuck or there's confusion, you can simply reach out, whether it's in the Discord or ask someone for help. Because remember, guys, this game is insane. There's so much to learn. There's so much crap to do, so many interactions, and not everybody is a degenerate loser like me who wants to waste all their time every day learning everything. Some people pick the game up for 1 hour on Sunday, they want to have fun, and they don't want to get stuck anywhere. And we have to do that. We have to deliver. It's not easy.
Congrats to Wolfo, finishing
Nice job,
25 minutes. And
Beautiful job.
match.
Wow. Wolfo does beat Sky, but did it by 2 levels. So we have confirmed Wolfo does advance over Sky Pilot. Guys, everyone in chat, if you can, use your cloud emojis, use your plane emojis, I don't care what it is. Show some support to Sky Pilot. Does advance over. He's been amazing, and don't forget Rurik as well. Did get defeated by Brick, and Miria got defeated by Owl. So just remember, all of these runners are a big part of the family, so big shout outs to the Sky Pilot for his efforts.
You saw the runners on the other screen?
Yep. Who are the last 2 runners? Dirksey and Hellfire. Let's switch over to them and see where
Dirksey
they're at.
Hellfire, give him some love. So Dirksey's on the final level, still with 14 minutes or so remain, and Hellfire on level 9. So, provided he doesn't get caught up to here, the runners, in theory, should still be able to finish all the levels. Ooh. Shout outs to that spike there.
Man the mics for a second. I'll be right back.
Brickman says, I forgot that Fuse can activate wall crawlers. Well, guess what, Brick? In the future, you will never forget that, right? So sometimes you have to use... Like, no one wants to learn stuff during the race, but sometimes you do, and then you'll never forget it in the future. There's so much to learn, guys, and we can't force you to do all of it. It's hard to balance showing off new technical, crazy, specific stuff and forcing the player to do it without them feeling stupid or that it's just not fun or if it's too cryptic. Dirksey, final boss with 12 minutes and change left, plenty of time to wrap it up. 7-hit quick man fight using rolling cutter. 5 hits left. And now my math's all screwed up because he hit him with a different button. So it should be like 4 more rolling cutters here. 2 more. Oh! He's dead. We see Rurik and Hellfire neck and neck on level 9. And Sky Pilot wrapping up level 9. This boss fight's really cool, top right of the screen, with Splash Woman. Imagine making this 1 HP. Be pretty cool. You'll actually see the 1 HP fight in the video later, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Oh, come on! Yes, let's go. Dirksey finishes with, let's just say, a 118.24 or something. Really, really good stuff from Dirksey, who was the top point earner from Season 1. What a monster. So, we have, we're gonna spend the last 10 minutes to let these racers finish their respective levels, hopefully, but we do have our top 8 now. So we have Wolfo advancing over Sky Pilot, Dirksey advancing over Hellfire, Owl advancing over Miriam, and Brick advancing over Rurik. And at some point, guys, we will update the challenge bracket, and by the end of the stream, we can pull it up for you guys and show you what next week will look like when we advance into our top 8. It's gonna be very spicy.
And what theme is next week, Marino?
Next week's theme, JDE, is no floors. So I'll say it again, no floors. So all of the levels next week will have no floors. JDE, how are you supposed to beat a level without being able to walk on a floor? It sounds impossible.
It does sound pretty difficult, doesn't it? But I'm sure our creators have found a way to make it possible.
Yeah, very excited. And remember, guys, it's top 8 next week. So we're also going to be sending 4 more people home. But yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to play this game without floors. So I'm very excited for next week. Also known as ASS Kicker Week. Can't really say that on stream, but, you know, it's an ass kicker. So I'll say it on stream. Look forward to it next week, guys. It's going to be good. No floors, baby. And honestly, shoutouts to Dee, one of the No Reset admins, who were kind of floating around this concept for season 1 for no floors. So it's cool that we kind of brought it back to season 2. So shoutouts to Dee.
I also want to shout out our remaining runners. Some of them know that they probably already lost, but they were given 90 minutes to have fun, and they're taking all of it.
Yeah, you got to. Again, at the end of the day, guys, this isn't a tournament event, so there's going to be some Salterinos, some bragging rights, winners and losers, but again, we're a family here for have fun. Just kind of spread the community, kind of show off some cool levels, and get some bragging rights at the end of the day.
Kaizo adapter week? Which one's Kaizo adapter? Super adapter or Jet adapter?
You played these levels a handful of times and timed yourself. Which one was your favorite? Let's say excluding your own for not being biased.
I have to call out Brickman in chat, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to talk trash about the recap levels, and I'm pretty sure the recap levels are the nuts and the best levels, so I'm not sure.
So I really enjoy the recap levels, but to answer Mannix's question, which ones were my favorite? It's really hard to say because I enjoy so many different play styles of levels. I actually don't really like PP's levels this week. The run and gun, don't make mistakes kind of levels. They're okay, but they're not my favorite. I really enjoyed. I really enjoyed Dr. ZEOS's level.
Of course, dude. Guys, JDE just said. Let me remind you what just happened. We're in a speedrunning event, and JDE just said he doesn't like the hold right level, but he likes the puzzly TikTok clock level for the speedrun. Can we make sure we're on the same page here? Guys, I'll remind you that PP's level that you see on the top left of the screen and bottom right of the screen are almost perfect for speedrunning because you just hold right like a speedrunner, and you have to adapt going as fast as you can while still holding right. It's just a speedrun level for a speedrun event, and the TikTok level is like trying to put yourself in a can of tuna and spin it around and get out. You can't. It's a puzzle, right?
So I'm not saying that I don't like PP's level. I'm just saying that for this event, I think it was, for this week anyway, it was my least favorite. I really enjoyed SCARLET's level and Mannix's level. Just a good, hearty, traditional style level. I think the longest level for me was TikTok Tower. It took me like 7 or 8 minutes.
TikTok Tower took some time, huh?
I was a big fan of Toxin's level, even though it's the one I died the most in. That silent echo.
One thing I am proud to say across all the levels is, yes, even though you can compare these to Tournament A side and very much see side by side the A versus B levels, but if you look at the packs as themselves, the levels really show off a tons of different stuff. We have all 4 characters: base, proto, roll, Mega Man. Some have double jump with base, some have dodge roll with roll. Some levels you get tons of weapons, some are more cancel and weapon based, some are more puzzly, some are more hold right. So if you really look at this whole pack in a vacuum, it really spreads its wealth in terms of genuine uniqueness, I guess, across all the levels. They're not all hold right, or they're not all Metrovania. So I think the creators nailed it in terms of diversity across this whole tournament week. Because in my mind, what makes a good Mega Man player isn't just being able to jump and shoot or do no damage or do damage boost. Like, there's so many things that make up just a good player. And having experience with all these different types of levels and interactions and play styles really force the experience on the runners. And I think it's going to do a lot. So what I'm saying is these levels are the nuts. Shoutouts to the creators for making them so diverse and good.
Yeah, versatility is definitely hard to come by. And I think that's why I kind of like the puzzly levels. There's not very many of them in Mega Man Maker. I mean, obviously there's still thousands of them, but compared to like just traditional levels, there's hundreds of thousands of traditional levels, you know?
So I've been looking at Hellfire here on the bottom right of the screen. He's been at PP's level for 17 minutes. This is a level that is either very fast or very slow because of the nature of the level. If you hold right, guess right, and adapt perfectly first time, it's like a 3-minute level. But if you get punished and you take too much time to learn and really question PP, I guess is what's happening here, is if you have to take time and analyze the situation and you do not trust the flow of the creator, you're going to lose so much time here. This level, PP forces you to trust him and trust his flow. And if you just trust the creator, the level will practically play itself for you.
Fun fact, I played PP's level for the first time blind, and my time was something like 4 minutes. And then I replayed PP's level not blind 2 days ago, and my time was like 10 minutes. So I did twice as bad not blind. It was really embarrassing.
Yo, this song though? Wow. As soon as I listen to the song, he dies. Okay. Rurik, top left of your screen, got this nice fishy splash woman fight. 14 hits. While not falling or getting sniped from the heavens. JDE, take over. I'm gonna finish my donut.
What kind of donut is it?
It's Krispy Kreme maple glazed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Maple glazed. Mitch Flower Power showing off his Canadian roots.
You said Mitch Flower Power showing off his Canadian roots with the maple donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Mitch.
So this interaction that Skypilot is doing on his screen with the item 1 is something that's almost never done, and most people don't know about it.
True. Yeah, there's tons of very specific, unique interactions in this game. One of them is item 3 with the fuse crawler. As JDE just mentioned, you have to do it in this level to progress. I believe that we provided a gift for that as well, right, JDE? So people really going into this.
We did provide the GIF, yeah, because most people just, from our experience in testing, they didn't know what to do when they got to that screen.
Guys, we have 2.5 minutes left and the race is over. Hellfire, 2.5 minutes to beat level 9. Again, there's no points to get here. We already declared our 4 winners. We'll touch more about that in a second. Just want to use this time and really shout out all the participants, winners, losers, people going home, people staying. It's just an honor and really fun to watch all these racers, all these different playstyles come out across all different parts of the world every week.
Oh, Skypilot. What are you doing?
Oh, nice job, Rurik. 10.5 minutes. Holy moly.
Skypilot just got Skull Barrier, but did not go all the way left on the boat. He did not get the key, and he did not touch the checkpoint.
And whose fault is that, JD?
Well, Skypilot's. Everyone else got it.
Okay. Just keeping you on your toes there. There's like a 2% chance you said it's my level, it's too big, but yeah, you're right. Always blame the player. Guys, at NRS, our levels are flawless and perfect. You won't find any breaks, any soft locks, everything's handcrafted and picked with perfect placement. Do not ever question our levels, okay?
Oh, Skypilot, he's cursing me up and down right now.
Yeah, he's not happy. I mean, I guess you can yell at me for even approving or allowing Metroidvania levels in the race, but JDE came to me, he's like, hey Marino, I got a vacation, I'm sending people on a boat and a cruise, but it's a mini Metroidvania, and I was like, you know what? I'll allow it. JDE's my second right-hand man in this league next to CHOMBEY, so whatever they say, they get.
So, I'm just going to give the people a little bit of a heads up for next week. Next week, my level is level 10.
Yo! Wait, I don't want to do this. Guys, some people have been asking me, hey Marino, what's been your favorite level of the Season 2? And my answer has been, it didn't happen yet. It hasn't happened. And as JDE just hinted to you, my favorite level of Season 2 is next week. It's JDE's level, it's level 10, and...
You guys haven't seen anything like it in the league.
You don't know, yeah. There's nothing to say. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like the guy holding the apples in the... Like, but you guys don't know, and you're not ready, and you can't practice. and get ready. It's going to be a real treat, so I'm very excited.
Yep, I'm excited.
Nice job, Hellfire. Let's go, dude. Finishes all 9 levels in one. That's it. 130 done. Cut. Go.
Yeah, Jimmy. That's the level that you really didn't like, Jimmy.
Yeah, no spoilers. No spoilers.
GG there, buddy.
All right, guys, that is the race. But guys, do not go anywhere. We're gonna clean up this race, and then we're gonna watch all of these levels done, no damage, as fast as possible in case you're just joining, or in case the racers missed any cool strats or whatever. There are some cool skips in this level, but guys, just to touch base, the 4 advancing is Woofo over Skypilot, Dirksey over Hellfire, CC the Owl over Miria, and the Breckerino over Rurik. So guys, big, huge, heartfelt shoutouts to Skypilot, Hellfire, and Rurik for even making it to top 16 and having to go these guys. So there are no slouches, guys. Use your heart emojis, use your smilers, fill up the chat, show some love to the runners who are now. Big shouts to everybody.
Absolutely.
JDE, is there anything you want to tell the people before we take a 2-minute break and come right back?
I just want to say I'm very proud of everyone here. I know that some of the matchups weren't exactly in their favor, as we mentioned before, 15 versus 2, CC versus Miria. But Miria, you did great, and I'm very happy that you came out and you made it to the top 16. Congratulations.
And again, guys, it's hard for me to step out of the game and see how hard these are. So I really hope the people at home get a chance to play the levels and kind of feel what Tournament Week's about. Next week is no floors. It's going to be a butt kicker, so stay tuned for that. But guys, give us a few minutes to set down and unwind. Go grab yourself some pajamas, some OJ, get some fresh air, come back in 2 minutes, and we're going to watch the no damage version of all of these levels. So give us 2 minutes, guys, and we will be right back.
Donc, le total final de la première édition de No Reset. On définit le marathon avec 1022 $.
On est 1000 piastres overestimate.
On est 1000 piastres overestimate. On va avoir un don de 50 $ de Cacor 23, ce qui nous amène au-dessus de 2000!
C'est malade, ben raide, ça.
On a fini à 4133,48. Fait que...
Et on vient de recevoir un don de 50 $ qui fait franchir la barre des 5000 de la...
Which brought us exactly to $1,000.01. On a battu tous les records sur Twitch.
We have raised $1,850 for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. So, everyone, round of applause for everyone who donated.
Officiellement dépassé notre record du LTS. 3,000! We made it!
On a battu le record de l'année passée. Yes!
Squeeze 65 broke, actually put us at exactly $3,000, and she says 3K hype!
Alright, I don't want to interrupt you, but take a look at the counter.
Interrupt me. Do it.
If it's any consolation, we just broke 6,000!
You know, just a little $6,800 USD.
Yeah, let's hear it!
Hello?
On a préparé cet événement en 2 semaines pour en ramasser 9283,91.
Wow. Hey, prochainement, en 3 jours, on va ramasser genre 20 000 piastres.
Rendu à 5,037,88.
Woo!
Yay! Woo! Hey. We just broke $9,000, so the marathon's not over quite yet. There you go! Hey. Woo! And we just broke $10,000 for the first time in No Reset's history. We're at 5 digits. 10K. Holy shit, you guys.
Yeah. This is amazeballs.
Au Québec seulement, on compte pas les autres, seulement au Québec, on a ramassé plus de 50 000 $ pour des œuvres de charité.
Yeah! Big milestone!
Yes. Donc,
Hey.
DreamHack, on va doubler ça.
We reached 12K, by the way. We just did it.
Oh my god.
I know. Oh my god. 120,222. Oh my god.
It was all worth it because we reached that 12K goal now.
We did it.
Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour tout le monde. Checkez, j'ai mis mon t-shirt pour l'occasion. Moi, j'y croyais, comme toutes les personnes qui ont donné pour avoir ma run. Hey, pour vrai, je suis vraiment content de pouvoir la faire.
So I'm gonna interrupt immediately again because we got $10,000 met officially, which means that we will be seeing Prince of Persia, The Forgotten Sands after this with Miss Harvey.
Donc on a eu beaucoup de dons et ça nous a permis d'atteindre le 15 000
That's it! Let's go! Did we just 20K it up? Can we get some, oh my gosh.
What the? We have an Eternal Enigma coming in with $300 and says, just wanted to show my support for this wonderful cause and say thank you again for having me on. Sir, the pleasure and the honor was all mine. And with that, we fucking did it! $25,000! We got it! As a lot of you know, No Reset started in 2015. It was very much a grassroots movement of just a bunch of people who enjoyed speedrunning that got together in a gaming cafe and kind of had a good night.
I started No Reset with Givaris, and basically since I started doing that, it just became second nature to me.
And it went from there. We went to LAN ETS, which got us into DreamHack Canada, which got us to DreamHack all across North America. We were traveling a lot, doing a lot of those smaller marathons, showcasing local communities and charities, pretty much all around the continent.
I first joined No Reset as a runner a few years back, and since then my job has been to recruit runners and to find people, so I've made a lot of friends while being part of this organization.
Then in 2020, you know, the pandemic struck, so everything shifted to online.
I met No Reset when they did their first event here in Toronto a few years ago. And since then, I've been working on their back-end remote systems that have been keeping us going during these pandemic times.
Going online was very different because it was a lot more work alone. It's a bit like people who changed their work from their workplace to working at home. And now everyone's tired of working at home.
And it's a beautiful thing to see that the community is still in touch, that we stayed together throughout those trying times, and at the same time, it just hasn't been the same since either. It's something that we miss very, very dearly.
It's pretty cool that we can still do this because it joins two of my very important values and passions in life. It is helping people and play as many video games as I can.
We're super happy that right now we found the right partnership to be able to finally move along with, you know, putting forward the first standalone event for No Reset.
This standalone is going to be our chance to bring people back together, and we cannot wait to see all those people again. I mean, doing online events is fine and fun and dandy, but I think we all miss seeing all those people. And yeah, this is our big chance to bring everybody back together.
I think the standalone is going to be a pretty cool event because we get to see everyone again.
I miss all those people. To me, they are more than just runners, they are friends, most of them.
This is going to be our first standalone event, and we can't wait to see the games and speedruns you have in store for us.
We won't be in a venue associated with either a convention or another festival. It's really our own event that we're going to be holding in mid-August with pretty much, you know, all the casual gaming, console gaming, PC gaming, arcade games, the stuff that you've come to love and expect from a speedrunning marathon of this caliber. And we're more than happy to bring all of that to the table, but most importantly, to bring all the people together, because I think we've been long overdue. And I mean, as long as the people show up, as long as we all get together, you know, we can only reach higher and higher and do better, because that's what fuels us, really. It's of course, the charity is something that's very important, and yes, the games themselves, but it's first and foremost about the people that make those events. The runners, the people attending, the volunteers, the staff, and anyone who's even just so much as retweeted one of our tweets. Everyone matters, and we just want to bring all those people together, and it's very important to us to be able to finally do that and kind of be able to realize the vision that we've had for No Reset with all the potential that I know it has, that we all know it has. And we just want to take it to the next level, and we're going to do it all together. And as always, see you guys next mission. See you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission, people.
See you next mission.
See you next mission. See you next mission, guys.
See you next mission.
See you next mission, Dear Force. No
Dear Force.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
And we'll see you next mission. Thank you.
See you next mission.
See you next
See
mission.
you next mission.
Bye.
See you next mission.
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 Thank you so much for playing my game.
Bam! Guys, we are back. Mega Marino here with JDE, stands for Just Donut Every Time, aka Jump Dash Evade, JDE. Well, let's go, dude. First level, level 1, created by SCARLET, Deserted Love. Why don't you talk about this buttery gameplay?
What Marino didn't say is that these are his no damage videos. So he is going to play these levels, or he actually did already play these levels and recorded them. And he tried to do them with as little damage as possible.
Now, when you say as little damage as possible, is that the same as no damage? I think so.
I think for the most part, you might have taken damage a few times. I can't remember. I don't know if I've seen this video yet.
Sometimes if you can do this crazy strat to take damage, you're like, I'm doing it, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is, as much as this is like, oh, Marino's chance to glow and shine and show off, this really, as much as it is that, this is a nice chance for some people to just see how a lot of screens are meant to be played in a speedrun setting. So in this video, what to take away from is, I saw so many people get stuck in some of these screens, and in the speedrun event, you really kind of have to trust the creator and trust the flow of the levels. At some point, you have to put that aside and just know that the creator knows what they're doing. And that's the sense for this level. You'll see just the movement here. Even blind playing this, you could very much navigate these screens nice and easy while holding right, still maintaining some kind of speed, and getting stuff done. You can damage boost through a lot of this. Of course, it might be faster. This is a speedrun event, so do not be swayed by some of these slower no damage strats. I really want this to be available for somebody who's never seen Mega Maker before or has no idea what the league is about. If I show them this level, taking damage every 2 seconds versus no damage at all, it's just a cleaner demonstration of the level. And the creators work their ass off so hard on these levels, so I try to balance their nice levels with some nice gameplay and just kind of whole thing in a package, look nice and feel nice. So big shout outs to SCARLET for her work in this. We're off Tournament B, SCARLET's traditional level, level 1.
Nicely said. Also, Sky Pilot, very nice for finishing the level. Hope you had fun on your vacation. So this screen earlier I mentioned was a callback to Commando Man, and SCARLET has since confirmed that. Nobody noticed apparently that it was a callback to Commando Man, so she's happy that I mentioned that.
Very vanilla. You could reset here for good RNG, but it doesn't matter. Very simple, straightforward fight. Not much that you can teach the player there, except maybe some Feral Man AI, but hands-on experience you'll learn from more than this video. So guys, you'll get to see the original version of this level, I guess, since Mannix did a huge visual overhaul on it since I had been away. And now you get to see what it looked like before the crazy tile changes. So this is level 2, Dr. Mannix Revenge Sheep Edition. This is a take on the Game Boy game.
Yep. So the level didn't actually change, only the tiling changed, but the tiling has changed quite dramatically. So the level that you played was a lot prettier, a lot bolder, it stood out more, but this was the original.
I will admit that I kind of like the simplicity of my old one because I did like the Game Boy that was really playing, but for like the Mega Man Maker and everything you can do, like it was nice to remodel it fully.
Yep, and that's just it, right? Because you have so much freedom as a creator, you can have this level play identical, but look 20 different ways if you want. So ultimately, it is up to you if you want to have a more simple, dull, less bold, colory palette to reflect maybe the old school Game Boy stuff, or if you want to make it more modern, which is what you did, and add the more bold reds and purples and pinks and stuff, just to kind of give it some more shape and tone.
And it had the really creepy sky smiler that you enjoyed.
This was my
that
favorite
was
screen to
my
do.
favorite smiler of the level.
That's a good one, yeah. But again, very, very straightforward stuff here. As long as you're trusting the creator and you're holding the forward button, could be left or right, whatever's letting you go forward. A lot of these times these cycles will line up. Sometimes you'll have to wait a second, but as long as you just kind of get comfy with Mega Man and trust the creator, these levels are very straightforward, but you can always get stuck, of course.
So, for those of you who are not aware, this level is a recreation or a reimagining of a Lechman stage in Mega Man Game Boy.
Dr. Wily's Revenge, yeah, the first one. Mega Man 1.
That's strat. It's so easy to overlook that, but if you don't do the jump on the ground up, you actually save like one, just enough to get the rolling cutter.
For those of you who didn't understand, his mic was cutting out. You save one cycle and you can kill those octopus batteries, and you don't need to wait.
Susie's? Octopus batteries?
Octopus batteries and Susie's are the same enemy. Octopus batteries, I think technically their English name, and Susie is their Japanese name.
And here we see the 14 fight. We'll probably upload it as 14 because that was the intended. Not sure what happened there.
Well, that was a 14-hit fight. The ones they just raced was a 7.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was meant to be 14, not a big deal.
All right, we go level 3, Descend Mount Silver. So in week 1, we ascended the Golden Mountain, and now this week we're going to descend the Silver Mountain with Pile Driver and Ballad Cracker, created by NIESAN.
This
very,
is my
very fast level.
second favorite level of the week. I absolutely love what NIESAN did here with the dust blocks and the sea mines. And that is CSEA.
Yeah, I got it. That's a really good meme. I can't wait to find out what the C in sea mine stands for. I can't wait to look into that. Yeah, really good use of Pile Driver in this level, besides the fact that you have infinite of it, as mentioned earlier, and you can just kind of fly around all over the place, optimizing your speed. Of course, for sake of no damage runs, I have to be mindful of the green lasers, so some cycles are a little different. For the most part, you do get to see the Pile Driver spamming and the sliding. And of course, no one's going to do this blind. I have experience with this, so of course I'm going to know all the angles and know where to fly, but you can do most of this in a blind setting as long as you know how Pile Driver works. It can go through any color lasers. And of course, NIESAN forcing the back boost ricochet off the wall. Really cool piece of move, and I'm very glad that he forced it.
Miria says she Mega Bustered sheep. She forgot about Cutman's power. Yeah.
I gave you one power and you forgot about it.
Sometimes when you're in a race setting, you just don't think about these things, and I get it.
I get it.
Same thing has happened to me many times.
Yeah, this screen got changed around a little bit at the end, but the only thing that changes whether the blue or red cycle there is just say it's one button press, so as long as you have Pile Driver equipped, you can get the splash damage from the wall and always hit the button, so there's never really a punish for going in red or going in blue. Wait, I just noticed there's smileys on that spike, JDE. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah.
You're obsessed with smileys.
Dude, I was even walking around Mitch's house. I had like 2 pictures in my phone of like his floor and like some pieces of wood. There's smilers all over the house, man. Like, I'm addicted, I guess. I don't know. You see smilers on the street, it reminds you of Mega Maker Sundays. Chances are, guys, wherever you're watching the race from, just look around your atmosphere at home. You'll probably find a smiler somewhere in your living room.
In the bathroom, even, if you're Marino.
Yeah, come on. Alright, level 4. That Silent Echo. Guys, if you blink, this will probably be over. I'm pretty proud of this run. Very smooth, very short and sweet, but the tile work is really what I want to show off here. Guys, look at the amount of detail that TOXIN does with the text editor and the shadows and the Top Man trees, plus the original trees from the background. It might look like a chaotic mess, or if you're an artist, you can just see the creative eye that TOXIN used to build this, and it's absolutely stunning.
I think of all the levels this week, this level has the my personal favorite award for beauty.
Yep.
I don't think it's my favorite level overall. As I mentioned, I like Dr. ZEOS' level, but this level is the best looking of the bunch.
It really is. And Toxin and Chombey and even yourself, and I would like to even think myself and of course all the other creators, we're really going above and beyond with the aesthetics for Season 2. We really want to show how beautiful you can make these levels, because chances are, if you download Mega Maker, play it for the first time, and you click random, you're gonna get a hot garbage level with a blue background, Cutman, click and drag spam, and it's not good, right? But this is really what shows you, if you put your mind in creative process and utilize the assets of the game, you can just make some really balls to the wall stuff.
If you just click random, you're bound to get a beautiful Cutman Met level, and you're gonna love it.
You'll love it. Yeah, there's only screen I'm not happy with here. This could be faster, but I wait for this Crystal Joe, and I don't know why. You could jump over him. Not worth ruining the run over, but just to be mindful of my unsatisfactory decision there. This is very straightforward. We saw Brick do this, but he did get punished. I missed where he got punished. He was doing this part. It was a little costly. I guess if you fall on the teleporter, there's a different route than if you just go straight. I gotta be honest, I didn't time them, but I do know that not falling in the teleporter is faster. Check out this transition.
Chombey, you always like Cutman's real estate.
Man.
Even if you don't like Cutman's real estate, you have to like Cutman's real estate.
Listen to the bass in the song, too. Got a nice pair of headphones on, you can hear the bass, dude. It sounds so good. Probably the hardest screen to do really fast, no damage, is with the kitty mini boss because it's so awkward. The yarn balls that the kitties throw have so much durability and can even eat up a charged magnet, which is magma, which is crazy. Little auto scroll. You could do this faster with damage boost strats, but those are illegal and no damage runs.
You got some red ice in the water looking at you.
Yep, gotta have them. I overlooked that Toxin, my bad, but yeah, there's red eyes. Yo, you see that fast concrete? This is almost like a tool-assisted fight. I get really greedy with where I'm standing, and it looks like I should be getting hit, but you just don't get hit. Got the music changer. Now we go through the final stretch, which is the little escape after the boss. What is it, like 5 to 7 screens? It really is. Very hard to die here. Triple party ball shot. We saw Owl do it. I'm not sure if any other runners got the triple party ball finish, but either way, nice and sweet. As we move on to halfway point, go to level 5. And this is, again, where the difficulty really ramps up. We saw most of the runners get stuck here for at least 5 minutes or so. Very easy to get lost or to backtrack or to miss cycles in this level. Do you want to just kind of talk about this versus the A side, JDE?
I think the biggest difference is, I mean, the first one was more in your face. You had to, fight enemies and not die. This one is relying on the Hornet, and Hornet is not used very often. People just don't have the experience with this weapon that they do with others.
Yeah, it's true. It's puzzly. It's also really good if you just kind of senselessly spam it. You can rely on the homing of the bees to kind of do all the work for you, so you don't really have to aim. The bees will just kind of take over. But in this sense, because it's a little puzzly gimmick, you really have to respect the timings of these Hornets and be ready to haul ass as soon as you press the button.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this level myself. I know that it's not going to be everyone's favorite level. Some people don't like the puzzly kind of slow levels, but I thought this level was great, and Hornet Chaser is one of my favorites.
Well, that's just what always attracted me to speedrunning in general, because why speedrunning is so good is you can make a fast game or a slow game. Like, the worst not speedrunning good games are the best speedruns, and same opposite side of the spectrum. So it's our job, again, as creators, to make buttery smooth, self-seemingly speedrun levels, and then the exact opposite, which is the congested, puzzly, really busy, a lot of thinking, less just doing, and we're throwing a lot at the racers, guys. So for them to be able to finish most of the levels in an hour and a half is very, very good. A lot of waiting here. and then the fight's over. Gotta trust the fall. Get NICO's signature winky smiley cat face or whatever that is. Also some smilers in the sky. There we go, easy level.
You respected the timing too much here? Yeah, it happens.
Now we get into the deep stuff. So, no reset, recap, D-side.
So earlier Brick said he didn't really like the recap levels. I have to say there's some of my favorite levels personally. I think that they really wrap up the entire season, everything that we've done so far, and I love them.
Yep, I would say Chombey knows how I feel about these, but they're basically the bread and butter of this whole league for me, especially in Season 1 and Season 2. Just going back and having the concept of the recaps and the little revisits, it makes the player feel like they've been there before. It's kind of like this recurring homey feel that you get. So when you get here and you're like, oh man, Blue Baba D, and you hear the custom music, you're instantly reflecting on a previous time of the league, and Chombey's forcing that feeling on the creators, and I have to just say thank you for doing it, Chombey. We go right from Blue Baba D into Kirby with the custom Kirby music. Slow down too.
And he says I liked Cutman's real estate. He doesn't trust me anymore.
Yeah,
it happens.
So I used the time slow there. I used it there so it aligns with the cycle right over the plat. So I did that very much on purpose. So as soon as the time slow runs out, the little bullet bill looking enemy just kind of goes over your head, so you don't have to wait longer. Stick double oil strats, you got to show them off. This is the hardest screen to go fast. You use your one little last bubble to make that tick there, and then you got to oil the totem. Most puzzly screen of the level. It'll never look like this blind. So chances are you're gonna get stuck here, as we saw a lot of players just kind of be a little slow there, and that's absolutely okay, and it's gonna happen to everybody. Now we get to the mini boss rush. So the first one is from PP's chemical reaction test from Reweep. So we have 3 Bubble Men, and you have to react as soon as the Bari hits Bubble Man. You have to press the button or you will get squished. So this is a reaction test. It's a 3-part test. So at home, you can press the button as soon as you see the Bari kill Mega Man there.
Like the Kirby quick drop.
Yep. And if you guys remember the original Kirby level, Bubble Man was weak to Flame Sword, 7 hits of Flame Sword, and Chombey switched it up, and now it's 7 hits of Bubble Lead.
That was such a greedy fight. I've never seen this video. I didn't know that you just stood right in Bubble Man's face.
Yep. And we're not going to talk about, you know, the 2 missing water tiles on this screen. And I'm not going to focus everyone's attention on the missing 2 tiles on that screen. So
I don't know what you're talking about. I saw all the tiles water.
Okay. So look at the screen, bottom left, quick kill. And Chombey set up the quick kills. If you pick the right teleporters and maybe get lucky with the routing, you'll have the correct weakness for the quick kill. So easy stuff, in and out, amazing level by Chombey. Now, we go from the recaps to the towers and the backtracking, and holy moly. So, guys, this is the hardest speedrun level of the week. It's very slow, it's very congested, so just try to enjoy this video, try to enjoy the routing, and man, Dr. ZEOS, I gotta give you credit. No one uses screen real estate like you. So big shout out to Dr. ZEOS. It would take me so long to make a level like this.
So one thing that I just want to point out is when we were watching the racers, we couldn't really focus, 8 minutes of time on one player. So I don't think we saw this whole level through from start to finish. We saw pieces of it from every racer. So I would really like people to pay attention to the screens and pay attention that you're seeing the same screens over and over again multiple times.
That's exactly right. So you'll have to go back. The whole purpose of this level is hitting this blue button twice, I think. The first time you hit it is to allow you through the second half of the level, and then you ultimately have to go all around the first section again, just hit the blue. It's either a blue or a red button blocking the boss door. I think it's a blue switch. But you have to hit the blue switch twice ultimately And to do that, you have to hit multiple red and orange switches. So I saw some racers get lost here, and it is totally common for people to do that.
So this is the start of the level again, so it looped around.
And, yeah, something messed up with Twitch there, I guess. Twitch decided to replay the song, JD?
So this screen with that super arm block, it is possible to cheese, and you save about 2 sections of this level. It is hard to do, because you need to get super arm in the air. But it is something that I accidentally did when I was playtesting the level for Dr. ZEOS.
I don't want to see any hmms in chat, alright? The issue is on your end or Twitch's end. I don't want to hear it. The recording is fine. I promise there were no splices, you know? AKA Splice Master Marino. Yeah, this level is absolutely nuts. And as you can see, my main primary source of DPS is Scramble Thunder, which you only get 14 hits. So if you have a full 28 pancake bar of weapon energy, each shot takes 2 pancakes, which means 28 divided by 14 and divided by 2. So you get 14 hits only. And as you can see this level, I use Scramble Thunder way more than 14 times. So for this recording, we relied on a little Lucky Juice RNG and just smart use of weapons, because sometimes you'll see me shoot the security rovers with Thunderclaw and not Scramble Thunder, because you really want to min-max your weapon energy through this. There's tons of enemies.
There was definitely no splicing of weapon ammo.
No, nope. Just getting lucky drops. Like these two I don't touch. I should have touched them, but hindsight is 20/20. So yes, of course, it's the blue door. So this entire time, you have to go all through the level like twice just to hit the friggin' blue door twice, just to be able to get to the boss room. So now we're gonna go all the way back down just to hit this blue button one more time. So easy to get lost here, guys. Wait, I see even more rooms in chat. I will go away for 2 seconds. Come on, guys. Come on. The next person say, you're getting the boot. All right, you're getting the Sunday boot. Don't encourage the people. All right, we're almost at the end of this level though. TikTok tower. Guys, you're lucky this is not being held on Twitch TV Mega Marino, or you would all be getting the boot. All right, you're all getting the boot. Look at this fight, guys. Check out. This is a quick kill, and yes, it does work, but it is kind of precise. But it does work. I saw someone go for this.
Did the orange door just teleport? No. What happened was there was a gray button, and the gray button reset the orange door.
Yeah. No memes. That's actually just how that looks. There's even some smilers in the tiles. Alright, that's fine. Next level is level 8. Level 8, which is so buttery smooth and obvious and fun. I don't have to say anything about this level because it speaks for itself. So JD, if you have anything to say, now is the time.
You know, red shift orbit is my favorite level.
I have a question though. Is level 8 better than level 4?
Yes, level 8 is better than level 4. That is correct.
I noticed that too. I just didn't want to say anything.
Oh, you guys are really good at keeping me on my toes. I really appreciate that. It's easy for me to get comfy and get confident, talk a bunch of garbage, but when people in chat are spamming and you guys are calling out my splicing and calling out my mistakes and saying I sound like I'm in a bathtub, it's not easy, alright? It's not easy. You guys do this. Speaking of easy, JD, look at this level. It's just butter.
This level was very smooth. I really, really enjoyed this level. I don't know what else to say about it.
Right? He's his level like in a couple hours. Marino was like, "Hurry up!"
Yeah. This was the very last recording I had to do. So I was banging on QC's door for 2 days straight. Yo, is it done? Is it over? Is it done? So shouts to QC for literally pulling this level out of his ass because I was rushing him. And if this is the product for me rushing him, I mean, maybe I gotta rush creators more often. This is good. So here we go. The vertical section, just basically a little auto scroller setup. Really hard to mess this up. So shout outs to the people who did manage to mess this up, aka Wolfo. I see you.
I will be right back. You man the comms.
Yeah. So again, peak elevators, very simple, straightforward stuff, just to get to the checkpoint. Now the second half of the level looks way scarier than it is. As long as you're giving these buttons the double hits, you'll make all these cycles nice and easy. It is way scarier than it looks, but once you get hands-on with the level, it's very fine. This also reminds me of Adorable Dick's playstyle, also known as Adorable Peepee. He's an NRS staple creator. As you guys will see in the next level, level 9, Peepee's really fond of using jet adapters in all of his levels. So anytime you see on-off switches and jet platforms, it reminds me of Peepee. So shout out to QC for making such a good level with them. Speaking of Peepee, let's go from level 8 to level 9. So in weeks A side, we had jump, shoot, repeat. Now it's shoot, jump, repeat. So as you might know, these are brothers and sister levels from Tournament A versus Tournament B. This level is completely different than the A side, but at the end of the day, yes, it is a hold right level, and there's very few rooms for error, but there is room for error. So if you miss a button or have to double shoot a button, or you double bounce on a ball, I would say PP left enough room for about 3 hiccups or about 3 errors between movement and missing shots. And if you make more mistakes outside of that, you will get punished. But for the most part, this is just butter. It's very easy. Trust the creator, hold right, and that's it. Amazing level.
I'm curious, Marino, because I know like you try to do these damages. I think this one wins the award of the hardest damageless boss.
Yeah, last week, Shikoshu's Crystal Man was the hardest no damage recording. But yeah, you'll see when we get to this boss, this one takes the crown for hardest no damage boss of week 2. And you'll see when we get there. But for now, very straightforward movement. We're holding right the entire time, not stopping unless you absolutely have to. Ooh,
you like cleaned my house twice and you were still on that boss.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, here we go. This took me probably around 2 hours, so enjoy this fight, guys.
Just this fight. It was a salty mess.
Because you don't want to miss any hits, you always want to be hitting on the wheel cycles. And you'll see I ride the left wheel the whole time, except there's 1 or 2 spots where you go right wheel because of the trident will line up and hit you. There's actually so much more happening than meets the eye in this. So I encourage you guys at home, try and do this no damage, and then talk to me. It's really stupid.
There was a few times also where he got to the end and he took damage on the last hit.
True.
So he had to redo the recording more than once.
Yeah, now it's okay, you know, because I'm looking back on it, but bam, yo! That's Varens with the follow. Let's go. That's a name I like to see. Shout out to Varens.
Hey, Staz, welcome.
Guys, we're on the last level, JDE. This is your Metroidvania. This is your baby. Why don't you tell the people what you were thinking here? Also, nice bow.
Alright, so as everyone knows, the first level was a 7-day cruise. The cruise docked on this nice island, and you're on an all-expenses-paid vacation.
Is that a hotel? Like a triple-decker motel with the doors and the windows?
That is your hotel suite. There's your bed, there's your table.
Love the windows.
The text editing does spell hotel, if anyone stood around to actually look at that. I'm sure nobody noticed.
Yo, Poo-Face!
I'm gonna point it out.
Or Mudface. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but I appreciate your smiler there, JD.
So right there above on the purple pillar at the top, it says in text editing, each tile is a different letter. It says hotel. That is the best hotel I could possibly do with text editing with the tiles that were given to me.
Yeah, and in case you guys missed it, JDE actually spelled out the word hotel on top of his hotel using like text edited squares. It actually says hotel.
Yep.
Nice little piece of extra creativity that the creators give just for a little more flavor.
So for anyone who played week 1, the routing of this level and the 7-day cruise are very similar. They both have 2 mini bosses before the checkpoint, 2 mini bosses after the checkpoint. They both have, the same amount of weapons. I tried to keep things similar between both of them so that if you played the first one, you know what to expect with this one. Obviously, the level is very different than being on a boat, but yeah, I tried to keep them in line.
Listen, Barons, that's what happens when I see you in the Mega Marino channel, and then I see you as a first-time chatter at NRS. I'm gonna call you out, I'm gonna make you feel good, and it's nice to have you here. So enjoy the race. We got Barons in the building, dude. Let's go. Yeah, again, this is so straightforward. Besides the fact that you can get lost if you miss a key, I mean, there's really nothing I can say here that will help people besides you really got to pay attention to what you need to do first. Because JDE likes you to be on your toes. You might have to backtrack a few times. You might have to kill a few cats a few times. But as long as you always are kind of tunnel vision and focused on the first initial objective, everything else will just kind of fall into place provided you're paying attention. Which is not a strong suit that I have, but JDE does like forcing people to pay attention.
I did see that when Sky Pilot was playing this, he went on the boat more than once, I think twice, maybe even 3 times, and he did not get the key. He just got the skull barrier and left the boat. Then he died, got it, took a death, went back to the checkpoint, redid the same thing, didn't get the key a second time. I hope that taught him to explore a little bit more.
Also worth noting is these are all text-edited pillars in the background, and I just have to, I guess, give shout-outs to anybody who thought that maybe they were walls and were afraid to pass through them. It's another decision the creators have to make if they want to branch out into text editing. It has to be, of course, new and cute and stuff, but it cannot cause any distractions or chaos or confusions, which we did have a little bit of that with text editing, but this level very much forces you to walk through this wall. Same thing as JDE's 7-day vacation, you walk through the boat pillars. So what I'm simply saying here is look out for more text editing in the future, and just be used to it and know that it exists. Because in order to make basically the best looking levels in the game, you have to do some stuff with layers. So just be mindful that in the future, there might be more text editing and it might look illegal as you pass through a wall.
Yeah. And as Chombey said, this level was made a long time ago. I think this level was made in like the first 2 weeks of us knowing what the themes were. I made my boat, I made this level, gave them to Marino, probably before my color level was done.
Yep. Guys, that is it. That is No Speedrun Tournament 2 B-side. No damage demo. So let's just kind of touch on today, all right? Let's just kind of touch on this. Guys, we have our top 8 set up, ready to go. And perfect. Let's look at it, guys. We have Fatty, who is 1st seed, versus Wolfo, who is 8th seed. They'll be playing next week in the No Floors section, category, bracket, whatever. That's the theme for next week is No Floors. So we'll have Fatty versus Wolfo, Dirksey versus Anki, CC the Owl versus Nisse, and Kumba versus Brick. Very, very highly anticipated stuff. So remember, guys, next Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we will have our top 8, which means there's only 3 streams left. Next stream, top 8. Stream after that, top 4. And guys, stream after that is the grand final. So in case you live under a rock, man, or you haven't been watching, next week is No Floors. Have you ever, JD, have you ever played Mega Man without a floor?
Not very often, but a few times, yeah.
All right. Well, guys, if there's any tips that you want to take away from this for next week, if you're a racer, practice Mega Man levels with no floors. I don't know how the hell you're going to do it, but that's my advice to you. Let's just touch on Wolfo. Big GGs for advancing over Sky. Huge shout-outs to Sky Pilot. Big shout-outs to Dirksey for advancing over Hellfire. Shout-outs to Hellfire. Shout-outs to Owl, who prevailed over Miria. Huge shout-outs to Miria. And, of course, the Brickerino beating Rurik. Huge shout-outs to Rurik. Guys, that's it. I mean, I can sit here for 20 minutes and talk about stuff and, But I think
one more
we're done
question here, Marino.
What?
Are we going to tell the people what Luigi's secret is, or are we going to just surprise them with that on the day of the next?
That's a great question. Here's how we're going to handle that. It's very simple, guys. Next week is no floors week. The week after that, when it's top 4, is Luigi's secret week. What does that mean? You guys don't know. Next week, you will know. So this same time next week, after the no floors race, after the top 8 race next week, I will reveal what Luigi's secret is. But for now, you guys still don't know, okay? All you know is it's no floors. The week after is Luigi's secret. The week after that, guys, the grand finale. So season 2 just started. It's almost done. Big shout outs to all the creators, all the racers, all the tech guys behind the scenes for making this happen. I enjoy doing this every week. Hope the guys at home enjoy it too. Just check the race VODs, check the YouTubes for the runs, check the highlights for past VODs. And I think that's it. I really have nothing else. I want to give a huge shout out to my boy Mitch for letting me commentate at his house. I'm on vacation, but I do not want to miss this, obviously. So huge shout outs to JDE, Mannix, and CHOMBEY for holding it down while I'm gone. Chat, I love you guys. NRS, I love you guys. And JDE, sign us out. I'm done.
I mean, I got one more thing to say, though. I just want to mention that last time Kumba and Brickman faced off on No Reset channel, Brickman actually won. So is it gonna be Kumba's revenge?
We're gonna find out.
I'm not touching that. That's the race to watch out for, because Brickman going into season 2 was like, all I want to do is beat Kumba. Kumba going into season 2, all I want to do is beat Brickman. So guys, we're here. It's next week. Kumba versus Brick. We did it.
I just want to say today,
players are gold, dude.
Today, Brickman was playing his ass off. He played better today than I think I've ever seen him play. And if he has that kind of focus and determination next week, he might be able to beat Kumba here.
So what you're saying is next week we have to add a Big Chungus level and a puzzle level to help Brick?
I don't think Brick actually wants a puzzle level.
No. Yeah, no bias here, guys. Just remember, next week we have tons of great races. Fatty, Wolfo, Dirksey, Anki, Al Nisse, and Marino's MVP match. Kumba Brickman, guys, get hype. It's next Sunday, 4 o'clock Eastern. Just show up then, all right? We'll pick this up next week. Mega Marino signing out. JDE, close us out, man. I'm done.
You already said it. Have a good week. Thanks for coming out, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.